It is me. Fuck off. Alright. This kind of sucks because I had it set to my old YouTube channel. Not my new one. Oh man. Fucking. There we go. There we go. Now I finally got it. Everything's linked to the right thing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's see what else types of fucking garbage are on here. See how fucking retarded it is. Oh my god. Yeah, y'all need to see that fucking hideous person though. Y'all need to see it. I swear. Where's it at? Fuck. Don't tell me I gotta type in that name. I don't want to because she's so gross. It's really fucked up. Where is it here? What? What the fuck? I was born in 1886. Or 1866, sorry. Right. I mean, there's theories, but that doesn't make you one. Do you know what I mean? Hell, it doesn't take watching a YouTube video to get an idea what the fuck is going on. It really doesn't. I was trying to find that one really ugly. Was that TikTok? That's what it is. That's something that will never pass my phone or my computer is TikTok. If I'm gonna watch TikTok, I'm gonna watch it the millennial way. Where it's pre-recorded and put on YouTube. Just takes one, just takes one. Now, let's see. Oh, this man, Yinka the guy. This guy's got some good points too. Thunderstar. It's a good movie. It's good. A good movie.
Today, you can charge as fast as you move with 800-volt architecture.
It's not just, it's for everybody, you know what I mean? Fuck this car.
Like, really what we're talking about is the female experience, which you can't speak to.
Yeah, but I can speak to the male experience. The male experience, I would think, would be able to speak much more highly as to how many men would actually be determined to do some harm to you if you were in the middle of a forest and they came across you in the forest.
You're right, but this is a podcast of women, and we're talking about women, so that's why.
Well, it's a podcast of women, but there's clearly men on the panel. It's not our job.
I'll be back in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm having an adult
I'll Just enjoy some of
I
these
don't
people.
know.
This guy's
I
awesome,
look at
though.
everything from feminist standpoint.
Shout out to him. He actually knows, drops the facts and reality on
I'm
YouTube.
telling you that your number's absurd.
Bitches,
It makes no
these
sense.
OnlyFans, these
And as you
porn
retracted it,
stars.
you very quickly
Gross.
retracted it because you
Wake
realized
up,
how
broads.
absurd it was. Why would you say that I have to be a woman in order to speak to this? That seems insane.
The whole argument of you're not X, so you can't talk about X experience is absurd. It's just a way to shut down conversations so that you don't challenge them on their stupidity. And I'm also confused as to the fact that how does she know whether he's a man or a woman when he never told her her pronouns? And if she's to follow the nonsense that she believes in, she should have asked for his pronouns first before assuming.
This is probably one of the weirdest arguments that white people make on a regular basis, because white people will just blatantly disrespect us when a black voice is literally telling you, like, hey, don't do this, and then you're just like, why? I do it all the time and nothing happened. Like, what do you mean nothing happened? Like, do you mean nobody beat your fucking ass? Like, do we need to assault you in order to give us basic human respect? Do you mean nobody put their hands on you? Do you mean nobody felt comfortable enough to say something to you? Because as a white person, you're a fucking threat. So us saying something to you in person is literally putting us at risk? Do you mean nobody put themselves in a position to where you can play a victim
What
and
the
the white
fuck is
women call
this?
the cops and get us killed for it? Is that what you mean? When you
Does she have
say
an
never
Oreo
happened,
cookie on her head?
white people are
Right
not
there on the
only
right there on the right side. You see it?
included everything, but also
You see it?
us
Is that an Oreo cookie?
accommodating for them. And y'all wonder why I say keep black spaces black.
It's a fucking Oreo cookie.
So fucking entitled to shit that literally doesn't make sense for you. This is a traditional African hairstyle. It's made for kinky hair, which
One minute. 1 minute. Just give me a second. No? No? I'm sorry. I am very much. I'm interested in African woman, right? This is not a natural hair. This is not a natural hair. I am sorry. This is new. This is just whatever. Like, what is all this? This is not. No. No, 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 no. I know there's quite a few African women that I know. One from Zimbabwe, one from Guyana, there's Kenya. This is not a natural hair. No. No, 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 no. Fuck off.
you do not have, Samantha. There is literally a white people version of this. I've seen it
What?
everywhere on
That's how shocked I am. I just like squeaked a bit like a fucking rat in the sewer. Like Samantha, was that your first intuition of a white girl name? I'm pretty sure there are African women named Samantha. Rock on, sister.
the internet. I'm sure that you have too, but you don't fucking care. You want to do everything that we do because the black kid said that you can't. You think giving black people the power of having your respect is taking the power away from you, and that is the slave master mentality.
Huh?
Stick in the head, friend. Go see a therapist.
It's funny how we went from segregation to black and
Sorry, Bregin, I gotta pause you there. Why? I need to go back. Just a pinch.
Stick in the head, friend.
Notice how she said that, ladies and gentlemen. Sick in the head, friends?
Go see a therapist.
Go seek a therapist? Now, no intentions in what I'm about to say, because it is an expression for anyone. You know what I mean? But have you ever heard of the expression? I'm gonna say it again, like I said in the previous ones. Have you ever heard of, oh yeah, call the kettle black? Because she needs to seek help. She's mental. She needs therapy. You know what I mean? that. This world's broken.
It's funny how we went from segregation to black and white people coming together and being with each other and being allowed to share things with one another. And now, years later, we have come to 2024
Right?
where we are now allowing segregation again. But this time it's from black people to white people.
So like it's backwards now. That's so fucked up.
It makes sense.
It's like every single day, you guys.
That's the thing. I'm native as well. French native. Northern French native. Like, my background isn't white because my father came into the picture.
This is what I complain about all the time.
Yep.
Alex,
And here we go. Fucking Joker.
how you gonna tell him that person do that?
Sorry, because, like, just like Blair, if you didn't go through the entire procedures, I'm starting to understand that now. But, like, that's fine. You do you. You're like over 30 years old. That's fine. You do you. You know, maybe you discovered that in your early 20s. That's fine. But these people that tried to force kids into being this, being that, rainbows all over the schools, dirty books that say anything from between the male and the female, downstairs business, whatever, right? Unnecessary, and it needs to be taken out of our schools. When I was in high school, when y'all were in high school, we didn't have this kind of garbage in our hallways. We had certain special days, maybe. But there were no rainbow flags. There were none of this. There were none of that. There was diversity flags. You had my old school had Japan, had all the flags around the entire cafeteria. That's diversity. I believe in that. Not rainbows this, rainbows that. Rainbow, 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 rainbow. Like, I can't even look at a fucking rainbow in the sky in real life without people thinking like, oh, it's gay out today. It's like, no. That is a phenomenon that happens after it rains and sunny and cloudy. Like, everything at once makes a rainbow. The sun reflecting off of all those little particles of rain in the sky. Wow. It doesn't take an idiot to know that. But no, let's ruin the flag now. Let's ruin that and put a fucking retarded flag. Like, it's okay to be gay. It's okay to be bi. It's okay to be whatever, right? Not trans. Do you. You don't need to record it looking like a fucking moron. And then, you know, like, it's just, you're stupid. I'm straight. This is coming from a straight man. I know bi friends. I know two or three trans people, right? That are very, very early stages. They're trying to think if they should get it done. I know a couple of non-binaries. I'm not with it, but you know what? They do them. Can't believe I just said that. I mean that more than two people, not one singular person. That's where I don't believe it. How can somebody sit there and say that they have none? They contradict themselves. And I mean more than two people. Because reality is that. If you don't know, so say a mailman, right? A mailman comes over and a male person, let's say that because you don't know if it's going to be a Canada Post woman or a Canada Post man. DHL man, DHL woman, Amazon woman, man. You know, you're not going to tell until you see the person. So of course you're going to say they. But when you see the person and you know that he has a dick and balls, or you know that she has a cooch and tits, then you can see the gender. But like, if it's obvious, male, female, there's only two, right? You want to be in between? You do you, right? It's so fucking... The woke community is what pisses me off, where they think that they could just force it on little kids. Like, there's a video on here about this woman and her person. I don't know, don't ask me, right? And she's forcing those pronouns on a 15-month-old kid. 15 months! It's just shy a month over a year. A month over a year. Do you know how sick that is? Like, even toddlers can't pick for themselves when they get to be like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. They can't pick their own path in life. And if they want to be straight, be straight. If you don't, love what you love. Cool. Just don't force it on other people. Don't force being gay. Don't force being straight. Don't do any of that, right? But there's a reality to a lot of these perspectives that people think and all this. It's not hard to it's not hard to have open, it's not hard to have a fucking regular mindset where it's logical. That's reality. You ain't Nowadays, people are saying that you can get rid of certain parts on a male anatomy and have a whole bunch of female parts. I'm kind of starting to see that with this person right here. But, I mean, you know what? You do you. That's fine. At least you're not forcing it on little kids. At least you're doing good for yourself. That's good for you. Great. This behemoth. Oh my god. Don't even get me started. I'm straight, so this is gonna be interesting to me. You look decent. I'll give you that. But you're not, to me, you're not attractive to me. You're not a type of mine that I see fit for me. But if there's somebody that does see that as their type and it fit for them, hey, hats off, right? Cool. It's awesome. Good for you. That's not rude. You know, there's reality perspectives to a lot of these people. You know what I mean? It's... people just need to learn. There's fantasy and there's reality. Wokeness, logicness. Let's see, I'm trying to find that fucking dirty bitch. Like, this woman is weird. I don't want to type in her name, and now I have to. I got a little sidetracked talking a lot. I'm talking a lot about reality. How everybody's just living a delusional fantasy. And then there's some that, you know, are high expectations, high standards. Cool. Good for you. You do you. Yeah, that's forcing on little kids. That's forcing in not high school. That's forcing in public schools. Let's put tampons in the men's washrooms. Excuse me. Right. Yeah. You know, you go up to your homie after you both take the drizzle and you're at the sink. You're washing your hands. You know. And it's like, you just hear this ayo, like a feminine ayo. It's like, ayo, do you have any tampons? And I like, you know, a straight man or somebody with, you know, a little bit more common sense would be like, come again? A what? I need a tampon. You need a tampon? Yeah, woman's bathroom. Or you can go to your local store. You go in the I don't know what the hell they would call it, like the fucking, pretty sure common sense wise it's around pharmacy, you know, that area in the grocery stores. You go there and grab them. That's what you do on Earth. And if you're a female, thinks a male, going into that washroom, that's a little weird. Need help. Because there's also, you know, opposite gender person goes into a washroom and there's, you know, younger folks in there. That's perverted to me. That's perverted to a lot of people. You don't do that type of sick shit. I have such a huge like peace of mind nowadays. Like my mind state is amazing. It's not perfect, but it's amazing. Like I see reality now. Oh my fucking god. Fourth one from the bottom. I just type in L. There she is. You guys see this grossest degenerate.
Spend less on your kids with Amazon's low back-to-school prices.
For those who don't know, they might want to keep food, drinks, and that. You know, just don't I don't know, toss it in the fridge for a bit, microwave, back in the cupboard for a few minutes. You know, it's gonna get gross. I might do this with my Mountain Dew. This is gonna get sick.
Online gamers into real-life players. With Vector, become your player. Show us your player for your chance to become them. All with free Vector, so you can be ready to play.
Today we're going to be talking about the controversy surrounding Leslie Clark, who has become a problematic TikToker. But this 26-year-old TikToker didn't start on TikTok. She actually started over on YouTube. And I'd like to preface this video by saying that if you're eating to maybe finish your meal,
Here's the counter warning.
some things that might make you lose your appetite.
Thanks,
Her
brother.
YouTube channel was named Pooh Bear,
There's another
with
reminder for you
90
guys.
subscribers. And a majority of these videos consisted of her singing covers.
There's a fire starting in my breathing and fever pitches bring me out the dark.
She would then go on to make another YouTube channel, calling this one Queen Bad, which has over 2,000 subscribers. And from what I've noticed on this channel, it looked like her little brother posted on this, but then she eventually took it over and I'm assuming gave it a different name. And the last time she posted here was 2 years ago, talking about canceling the vegan teacher.
Hopefully she sees that. Yeah. One. Love you video. Anyway. I watched a couple of your videos today. How about you going off on vegan teacher? Yeah. Several of them, right? I'm thinking about starting a petition to get her canceled. You want to sign that petition? Like, for real, like, people, like, I don't know what the way she talks and the way she acts, she does not deserve Australia at all.
Says the kettle. Again, calling the kettle black.
There becomes a very ironic statement. And originally she just wanted to use this YouTube channel as a story time channel.
Hey guys, Queen Bad back with another video. Tonight, it's story time actually. Today's story is about I don't know if you have to say it. It's about this tattoo right here.
She would soon find that this strategy isn't working for her and she would move over to TikTok. And from what I understand, she's had a few TikTok accounts, with one being Queen Bat 2468, which got banned but eventually was unbanned again, as well as another one called Wait I'm Queen Bat 2461 with 48,000 followers, and Vape Lover 0026.
I got a question. What is with females, especially ones that are kind of, no offense, insecure? Why do they need to fucking use those stupid filters? Yeah, I just use them for shits and giggles. That stupid Snapchat shit. But this, no. See, I'm grown now. I'm grown. This is just fucking pathetic. If you're gonna be that insecure, I didn't need you put filters on. Just, like, this isn't for even for her. Fuck this bitch. This bitch is fucking nasty. She's sick. She's a pedophile, right? Like, you don't need filters to make yourself look better for a picture of your Instagram or your Snapchat or whatever, your Facebook, whatever. Whatever the case, you don't need that kind of crap in your life to make yourself look better. Just simply be you, right? That's all I gotta say. If you're female and you put filters on your thing, you don't need to do that, really. Just be you. I know it looks cool, I know it looks cute, it looks fancy, blah blah blah. Just be you. You don't need to do all of that. You know?
And as of recently, she hasn't really been posting anything. And people speculate that her granny or her aunt found some of her accounts talking about some political issues and made her take down her accounts. And that we probably wouldn't see her for a few months because this happens from time to time. And on these TikToks and some of her deleted accounts as well, she would post a variety of things. And some of these things would include thirst traps, where she would be dancing with some revealing clothing on. And for copyright issues, I will not be playing the song that's being played here. But in case you're curious, the song is Down on Me by Jeremiah, and she's posted other thirst traps, which I will save you from because they get pretty revealing. And then she would post videos like this with it labeled bath time, where she would record herself in the bathtub cleaning herself, singing her favorite song. And I guess these videos were just a way to try to get people to go to her OF account, which I was very unfortunate to have seen. Some people have posted some videos from her OF on the Reddit Snark page, and
are you good now? It's just you, buddy?
Yeah, I suggest not going to look for these. And she
No,
would often use TikTok
see,
as
I'm
a
not a
platform
degenerate. I
where
don't
she
need to
would
look at that
post
kind of
videos
shit.
of her emotional
I can look
distress
at
over people that
breakdowns
she dated for
of
less
these
than a
fucking
month usually.
idiots.
In fact, she would post
That's what
videos so
makes me
much
laugh.
about these people that she was dating or briefly knew on the internet that it would seem obsessive. And one video in particular gained traction for her and helped her become more popular.
It's a big match and only the best will win.
This is gonna be crazy.
Godzilla bankroll, stole some chili on, yo, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home.
Alright.
This is to the girl who kissed the boy I love.
This is cringy.
Hi. I'm the ex, and
Hi, I'm the ex. I'm the ex. Yeah. So, yeah.
Like, really, dude? Really? Like, how cringy does somebody need to be to just record themselves for like whatever many minutes she did and just boast about a man that she barely dated for fucking 2 weeks or whatever, or a month? That's the thing about some of these women. I'm also speaking from experience too, which is why I've been single for so long. For like I'm not even gonna consider my last relationship a relationship because I told her multiple times that, you know, I'm trying to go slow. I'm not trying to speed everything up like a race car. No, this is speeding everything up like a race car. But like that, no. She was crazy enough to say, and this happened twice. She was crazy enough to say, oh, I want to move in together, done. I'm like marriage and shit. And I'm like, excuse me, no. I was dumb when I was a teenager in my early 20s to 23. But, you know, you learn. You fucking learn. And it's like, they're psychos. They think they can move in with you after like the first week. And I keep telling them multiple times, no. I don't want to just move in like that. I'm not trying to muck my life up for no reason. And have this female move in right the fuck away. No, I want to get to know you. Blah, 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 right? Cycles like this? No. Like, I'm almost, like, 30. I'm 2.5 years to 3 years to 30. People think it's a long time from now. It isn't. Life is going faster every time you age. So, It's not. So if anybody can think they're delusional enough to move in with a man or vice versa, you're wrong. Give that time. That time could be months, and I mean multiple months. It could take years. Some people could still be together for 8 years and then finally get married, right? That's happened a lot. These types of idiots, and the ones I've dated, and I am not including my first love. My first love, she's not even involved in this side. She's good over here. These other cunts, that's where it got a little bit fucking stupid and delusional. You know. Second one, got accused for cheating. I never did anything like that. I literally was playing my fucking Super Nintendo, for God's sake. My Super Nintendo, playing Mario. But I was cheating? See, that's the funny thing about some of these females. And then, you know, how can they sleep at night knowing when they're playing Xbox on Fortnite calling other men hun, and I caught her red-handed? Come on. It doesn't take a moron to put these two fucking things together. I'm like, okay, I'll turn on my Xbox. I turned on my Xbox and I had it just behind me over here. It's pathetic. And I had another one. And she thought that she was only, as far as she told me, she's supposed to stay for 2 weeks. I said, okay, that's fine. You stay for 2 weeks, as long as it's a temporary stay, and then you have a place to go. Cool. No. Oh, she finally left after 3 months. I had to leave to go to my best friend's house for 3 days, because I just couldn't be there. She was psychotic. She thought she could just move in like that. No. And then she took $200 from me and took the train back to London. And, cause like, I know she took $200 from me, you know? It's not a big deal now, but, you know, I had 1,000. I only counted 800. Where was the other one, right? Or sorry, there was the other 200. That's the shitty thing. My first, I'm glad she's doing well. I hope she's doing well. Good for her. But all these other ones, no. Could care less. I could care less. It's just funny how these fucking people could think after a week you're an ex. No, fuck off. After a week, you're still knowing each other. You're not an ex. So if you say, oh, I don't feel any sparks anymore after a week, that does not mean the relationship is over. That means you just ended the getting to know each other. It's like, I don't think this is gonna work out. So I'm gonna end it early before it gets too late. You're not trying to hurt feelings. You're trying to be honest. And I've had that type where it's like, they get mad after I said that. I'm an asshole, I'm a dickhead, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm being real. There's a difference. Huge difference to being real. And the past 5 years, I've been real. These people are disgusting. And you in particular are disgusting. I've been talking a little too long now. Let's get into it.
I know this might sound crazy, but you got him.
No shit.
But do me a favor. Don't break his heart.
And that clip there is a little longer than what I showed, but we're going to get into the context and the lore of that clip there later on in the video. Also, a little off topic, they're doing construction across the street, so if you hear any background noise, I apologize for that. And then there's her love for vaping. She can often be seen with a vape around her neck during her live streams. And not only that, it looks like when she was seen with background noise, I apologize for that. And then there's her love for vaping. She can often
What is that? What is that?
with a vape around her neck during her live streams. And not only that, it looks like when she was done with her vapes, she would collect them and show them off by pinning them to her wall. And then going back 5 years, she would upload a video to her YouTube channel called Vaping is Life.
Hey y'all, video today, just for a little while. I'm gonna be vaping, so if you don't like it, oh well. But here I go.
You don't like it? Just do it, Let's just chugging a Mountain Dew. Vaping is life.
So yeah, it's literally a 2-minute video of her just vaping. And then there's the video of her showing y'all how a girl puts dip in their lip.
You dig it? Like that a couple times, like that.
What is that noise?
Open it.
Hold on.
Like that a couple.
A girl puts dip in their lip.
You dig it? Like that a couple times, like that. Open it. Now I do mint Copenhagen long cut. That's the kind that I started on. That's the kind that I fell in love with. You pinch it, and put it in the lip, like that. But I ain't gonna put it. I ain't gonna put nothing in right now because I already got some in. So, yep. And that's how it go. Put the dip in the mouth.
So she's had this love for nicotine for a while now. By no means am I hating on her for vaping or doing anything like that. Being addicted to nicotine is a difficult habit to kick. I know I used to be addicted to nicotine as well. By the way, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment down below saying hello. But sometimes during her live streams or her videos, she can be heard struggling to breathe, which is a concern and honestly sad that she's neglecting her health like this.
I like it that way.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? Hold my breath and die?
There's better ways to breathe.
Tell everybody what comes to me. The breathing. Do you want me to hold my breath and die?
No, but you can
No.
go.
I want you to breathe.
No, no one wants you to hold your breath and die. Obviously, people are worried about your breathing and are worried about your health. The logical thing would be to quit vaping and start exercising, but that's a whole nother topic. But it doesn't end there. She would also be seen on her live streams drinking a lot and puking.
Oh, alright, for sure.
His phone's dead right now.
DEAD.
So he'll add y'all back when it charges.
So look, who be liking that? So
I
no, wait,
prefer to be
not
single.
Bruce, so wait,
long
Bruce,
as I can.
Leslie,
To work
how's
to
going
build
down?
myself
Smooth?
more. Build that. Build that up. That's
Was
all
it
I
good?
What's she drink?
Is that
That's high
vodka,
morals,
Leslie?
good intuition.
I just threw it up.
That's your boy.
And one of her late
Spider-Man.
night live streams got a little too rowdy and she almost got arrested for public intoxication at her house while she was on the porch. And her getting smart with the officer probably didn't help either.
With Amazon's low back-to-school prices, you can spend less on school supplies, backpacks, and lunch boxes.
Crust again?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
enjoy this for a second, and I'm gonna go grab something.
You got a bottle of Jack.
With my
Just told me you were walking down the street. That thing's almost empty. So,
I was walking down the street an hour ago.
okay, you're gonna yell at me. I'm gonna put you in handcuffs and take you to Donaldsonville.
I didn't even do anything.
So listen.
What up?
You yell at me.
That's right.
I'm
Got
gonna
you
put you
in
in
my hand.
handcuffs. I'm gonna take you to Donaldsonville right now for disturbing the peace by public intoxication. You just showed me an alcohol bottle.
But it's not public if I'm doing it in my own yard.
Okay, you weren't in your own yard a second ago. You were walking down the street. And
Half an hour ago.
you admitted to me that you walked down the
Yeah,
street.
half an hour ago.
Okay, that's enough.
I walked to the store, didn't even open it until I got home and I sat my ass down.
Okay.
That's when I opened it.
I go.
So,
These are leaking on. Wait, hold on.
you listening?
Brr.
You listening?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take you to jail right now for public intoxication.
It's not public. I'm doing it at home.
Okay. Try to work with me here. Let me talk to you. I'm not gonna arrest you right now for disturbing the peace by public
How
intoxication.
am I disturbing the peace?
Okay, so I got a call from neighbors that said they saw you walking down the street and you're being very, very loud.
And then there's a good thing. He's a complete
That's
jazz.
all that matters.
That's bullshit.
That's all that
You're
matters. You wanna go to Donaldsonville and tell the judge?
I wasn't even talking.
You go to Donaldsonville and tell the judge that's what you wanna do?
No, I'm just saying I wasn't even talking when I was walking home.
Alright, so I'm ready to take you to jail right now. You gonna shut up and listen to me, or you gonna be good? You keep mouthing off to me. I'm gonna take you to Donaldsonville. I got all day long. I got all night. I got 9 more hours. Stay. Go walking down the street anymore. Don't do it. Don't do it anymore. Okay, you understand? Leslie, if I get called back out here before you again, I'm taking you to jail.
Cute.
For absolutely nothing. Don't worry, I'll call it away. I'll call it away.
1996 is not Gen Z. It's millennial, you fucking idiot. The last year of it.
Yo,
You can't just,
how is it
again,
freaking public
flip a switch
intoxication when I'm
and
doing it
switch
at home?
like that. You can't.
When y'all see me open the
Makes
bottle
no
sitting
logical
here.
sense.
And how am I being loud?
And because of Leslie's bad habits, she would sometimes end up in the hospital,
Really, though,
where she would then
Instead
use
use my
this as an
ass.
opportunity to get
Oh, God.
content out of it, going on her live streams,
there's no
wearing
filters
her
there. Oh,
bracelet
heaven
from the
forbid.
hospital for an extended period of time, way more than necessary, and even going as far
Yep.
as to post
There it
thirst
is.
traps of her in the hospital while she was draining what was allegedly
mouth.
a abscess in her mouth. And she would make these posts in order to gain
God.
sympathy. And in some of Leslie's videos and live
97,
streams, she can
that's
be
Gen
seen
Z.
chewing on her
That's the
tongue.
start
And
of
this is actually because she says she has a birth defect called macroglossia, which is a rare condition that typically affects more children than adults. People with macroglossia have tongues that are larger than typical given the size of their mouths.
Alright, to answer this question, everybody has a birth defect. My birth defect is having an enlarged tongue. My tongue is too big for my mouth. That is my birth defect. I gotta live with it, okay?
And she possibly could have some other disorders in which I'm unaware of. But on the scale of locales in regard to
Obviously.
awareness, I would say she's above Nova Online and Jupiter. But that's just
And
my
straight
personal
she is.
opinion, and I'm
And
no
Sophia, too.
doctor of any kind. And of course, none of this is an excuse
wait.
for any of the
Yeah,
actions
talk to
that
the
she has
bitch.
done. But it's
She's no
important to
better
keep in
either.
mind. Leslie is in no way decorous when it comes to live streaming in front of people. During her live streams, she would often be heard burping and farting.
Coors Original, inspired by the same quality and taste as the
Where this
original
stuff
from
goes first.
1973. A legacy built by...
That's it. Jesus.
Excuse me.
Oh my God.
And if that wasn't bad enough, she would also gain the
Shit her
reputation of
pants
being
every
called
single
fishy
time.
hands because she would be seen on live scratching herself and then sniffing her hands.
Exhibit. Ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit A of the world's most grossest degenerate. She's literally on there scratching her freaking cackle. And she's not stopping! Ah! You done with the farting?
Alright.
Hi, Leslie.
How are you?
I'm good. I was just wondering why you were scratching your crotch on live and then you sniffed your fishy hands.
One, I did not scratch my crotch, and two, why
You need to shave.
you need to go f yourself.
So yeah, overall, she's just not a hygienic person. Needless to say, she is a little delusional, with her making posts on Facebook like this, comparing herself to Megan Fox, saying, if I was a lot skinnier, would I look like Megan Fox to y'all? Please tell me, I really want to know. But good for
Not
her
even
for having
close.
high confidence
Nope.
despite all the
Not even
glaring
close.
characteristics. She would later on make a tweet saying, some
Megan
people who
Fox.
tweet needs a dictionary,
Leslie.
which is ironic because in that Facebook post, she misspelled skinnier and a lot. And Leslie has tried a lot of different
you were a lot
things for
skinnier,
money,
yeah,
everything
okay.
from starting an
So,
OF account to scamming
reality
people
is
into
you wanna be-
believing
if you were a
that
lot
she is
skinnier,
pregnant and
why don't
trying
you
to
do
get them
something
to
about it?
purchase baby formula for her. But in reality, she was probably going to
Do something about it. You know, if I was like these women that say that, if I was a lot skinnier. Okay. Big girls. Big girls. When you say if I was a lot skinnier, you can be. Just you have to have that intuition in your head to realize, hey, I wanna go down a couple. You know? You don't have to go down a lot. You don't even have to go down a little if you don't want to either. But at the end of the day, if your intuition tells you you want to work out, you want to lose that weight. I'm sorry if I don't want to sound mean, but I'm just giving you a little bit of advice. Any big girl's advice. You want to you say, for the ones that say, if I was a lot skinnier, that's your choice. If you want to do it, it's good. I've seen videos all over about people that have done that, the process. It's amazing, you know. And it's slowly coming back to being a normal thing. Well, I mean, it should be a normal thing, obviously. Everybody works out to get a little bit more better, right? You have to think that for yourself. People can only give you advice. You want to work out, if I was skinnier and all this, do it. You won't regret it, and the outcomes will be amazing. You'll feel a lot more better and healthier in every aspect, every perspective. You will feel better, right? Now that's a choice. It's not a forcing. Only you can decide that, right? That's what makes sense to me.
be using it to buy more vapes, which we'll get more into that scam a little later in the video, and as well as trying some weird thing on TikTok live streams, I guess, that people do, where she would hold up a sign on her live stream that says not talking until I get the live goal. I didn't know people did that on TikTok, that people would pay people to just talk. That's
I never knew
interesting.
that.
You can literally make money doing anything nowadays. And this is when we start taking a slight turn in the story where things get a little darker. There's been multiple occasions where Leslie has been seen using slurs and being racist.
Deformed click. Get that bitch out of this fucking live.
Alright, bet. Bop, bop.
Chaperoning. You're a CIA agent. You can't chaperone.
I think I got this.
Oh, he's got this.
Was that Orton? Was that Randy Orton? Swear that look, or Batista? Nah, holy shit, it was one of those men. That's, wow. Early 2000s WWE, I watched that a lot with my dad.
So, who canceled you?
Everybody that was in the lava. All because I called somebody a fat.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
If they're
See, I'm not the only one that likes purple in this
I'm gonna
room.
call them what they're
Rock
being.
on, brother. Right
I mean,
there, bottom right.
Tell them. What up, Melissa?
They're just words. So that's
Couple
slurs.
rooms right
They're
here.
just
They're slurs.
Bedroom.
I'm a lesbian.
Where the magic
just two words.
couldn't hold that.
You know how
Couldn't resist.
bad
Where the
a black
magic
person
happened.
smells if they don't take a shower after a few days?
And she would often do live streams with people and they would begin to argue, and these arguments would eventually lead to her using slurs and being racist in order to try to win arguments.
Do you want to talk about looks? Let's really be fucking for real.
I do, because you're fat, ugly, black,
fat. Please, Leslie, you're built like Humpty Dumpty, and you fell off the wall. Bye.
and you're N-word. You're an N-word. You're an N-word.
I'm a nigga. I am a nigga.
You are. I'm a nigga. Bailey, for the last time, shut your ugly. No.
Oh, see, that's not, brother. That's not what we're gonna do. That's not what we're gonna do. I will. Now, how was it fair with three against one?
God. You're
So yeah, Leslie doesn't seem to be able to make quality friends, and the friends that she does have seem to also be somewhat similar to her in regards of using slurs and racism. And even though she was being racist, she would still post videos like these little thirst traps with the caption, "When he's a black country boy that knows how to treat a woman." And that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to relationships with Leslie. She has a attachment issue and gets attached to people very quickly. But
Sorry,
before we get to
YouTube, don't
these
strike me.
intimate internet
I don't have
partners
rights to
that she's
finding
had,
this on my
we're gonna take a
phone.
look at her relationship
My
with her
friend.
grandmother, which from
Showing
what
me
I've
a video.
seen
Relax.
isn't a very good relationship. Her grandmother can sometimes be heard on stream just asking
It's like
for a
30
little
seconds of an
respect,
Eminem
and
song.
that
You wanna
she's
flag me
not
for
gonna
that?
put up with
Screw
this
you.
abuse any longer.
I didn't mean it like that, though.
Then why did you say it like that?
I just did.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You just... I'm not taking any more of
YouTube
your
sucks
abuse.
nowadays. Used to be able to play
There's no
music.
abuse, I was
They
just
won't give a fuck.
saying.
Oh no,
Just
you go
leave it
copyright.
alone.
I don't know why you're making such a big deal about it.
I don't want you to talk about it.
Why you making a big deal out of nothing?
Yeah, I'm making a big deal out of it because I want some respect.
I wasn't giving you respect. I was joking the way I said it.
And she clearly doesn't respect her grandmother, as you'll find out in this next video and what's to come after.
Hang up that phone or shut that filthy mouth. Yes, ma'am. You have got a sewer for a mouth, and I hear it in there
Said
with
you
the
have
door
a sewer for a mouth.
closed. Don't
Hey.
you dare
I do have a sewer for a mouth
get
too.
on that phone and cuss like that again.
I swear. 'Cause it's in my vocabulary. I don't care.
In the house. I
And then there was the
When it
time
comes
that
to your
Leslie
seniors,
got arrested.
respect them.
Leslie Clark was arrested for illegal possession of
Ew.
stolen things, which from everything that I've
Nasty
seen, it was
looking
alleged
or
that she
mug.
stole
This
her
one-
grandmother's car and then her
mug.
grandmother called the police on her. And a lot of viewers of Leslie were concerned about the dynamic between her and her grandmother. One user on Reddit alleged that Leslie's grandma's best friend's granddaughter spilled some tea. Apparently Leslie has fetal alcohol syndrome because her mom was a drunk, and she SA'd her siblings and she hits her granny, and if granny doesn't buy her food or give her money or take her places, she'll pee and poop herself to get attention. So then she inappropriately touched herself with a carrot and another time a hot dog, but the hot dog broke off and she had to go to the ER, and her granny's friend's daughter was a nurse and found that when they had to get the hot dog out, she has severely bad cyst and an infection because she never cleans herself, and granny has to give her bird baths because she is so overweight. She saddles and it's hard for her to clean her private, so she's constantly going to the ER for UTIs, and she's a and she abuses her granny daily, so she wants to put Leslie in a group home / facility, and Leslie has been fired because she goes days, sometimes months, without washing her clothes, and she has such a bad smell coming from her privates. It lingers around her and people tell her to clean, but she doesn't care. She's gonna end up having a staph infection in her private. Now, of course, that's all alleged, and I haven't seen any proof on any of that, but this is what has been alleged within the community of people that surround themselves with Leslie's content. So take it with a grain of salt. And there was also one time she made a TikTok saying that this person was her brother and that they just had a different dad, and that's why he's black. And for copyright reasons, I won't be playing the sound of this video, but she says that he was diagnosed with COVID. And there's just really sad music playing in the background. She goes on to say that she's never met him, but wants to meet him one day, and like to send prayers for it, and so that she can meet him one day. And there was a little split in the community if she was actually telling the truth, that if this was her brother, and some people were commenting saying that, well, they do have the same mouth, but to my knowledge, it was never actually confirmed or not. But the reason why I bring this up is because she has this pattern of trying to gain sympathy from people, have people feel bad for her for things that are happening around her, to people that she doesn't even have in her life. For example, she used the dead family for clout to try to gain sympathy from her audience. It's alleged that Leslie claimed that she used to babysit this child that the father had shot. And it was actually on the news. The man was arrested after girlfriend, child found to death in the home. And from what I've read, she only babysit this child for about 2 months. There was a post made on Reddit titled,
I love my kids, but I also love not being broke. So this back to school season,
milking it. They said that they have no doubt that she's having a lot of feelings about the death of the baby and the mother, but you know she's milking it. I don't know about y'all, but the absolute last thing I would do if a kid I was watching was murdered by her father is post a TikTok about it, and she's post multiple. She would then go to change her profile pic on her Facebook page to her and the child, as well as put in her bio #justice for Kaylee and Christina. And then she would go on to post multiple videos with photos of her expressing how much this loss has affected her. And like I said, a lot of people were claiming that she was just forcing these tears in order to gain the sympathy of her viewers. And there was also the time that she put laughing emojis on someone's video talking about
Alright, well, that's that. Did it play?
a miss they had, with the creator responding saying, oh, I screenshotted it again, so you still laughing about a dead baby? You're a straight scumbag. How you gonna laugh when you supposedly missed two? You're a lame excuse for a woman. You need to rot in hell. And she would go to do it again, with the creator saying, how is losing a baby funny? Didn't you say you lost one too, or are you lying about that too? Leslie would say, no, I did lose a baby. So B, what's so funny, huh? No real female that supposedly lost a baby would be laughing at another woman's loss.
That is very true. That is very true. I know females from high school. You know? They have angel babies. And, you know? Right here. That's a hard thing to go through. Why would they laugh? Seriously. Why would they laugh at that? That's not right. And see, that's what mind blows me about this world. Everybody just wow. This world's broken.
So what's so funny? Bubble bass. And Leslie had this
Bubble
weird
bass.
obsession with being pregnant. She even did a live stream where she was taking a pregnancy test.
Bubble bass.
It's about the same. Hold on, give it a second. Okay, I can see it. How long ago was that taken?
It was about like
10 minutes ago.
It's not. It'll be a little inaccurate
I
because it was
can't
10 minutes
unsee
ago
that
because
now.
that evaporation line started popping up. It had a line,
I can't
faint
unsee it.
line, and I thought it was an evaporation line, but it
Bro.
wasn't because I lost the baby at 6 weeks.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
It's interesting to see in that video how Leslie was a little bit more kinder when she was on live stream, but going to the comments where she wasn't being seen, she was vitriolic towards a woman that had a Leslie has tried to weaponize pregnancy in order to sustain a relationship, and she's done that with this guy named Perry that she allegedly claimed that she dated for 8 years. But in a Facebook post, Perry would talk her down from that, saying that we only dated for like 2 days, plus you'd be making up too many lies. And she would say, no, we didn't. It was a
4
month and
females.
4 days. Even after dating for that
4.
long, it's alarming that she got a
4 did that
tattoo
kind of
of
shit.
Perry, with Perry
like,
commenting
I know,
on it
I
saying,
pounded
you're
8
effing
months, fucking
creepy.
meat.
Eventually, Perry would get into another relationship where he would post, my girlfriend is the best thing that has happened to me, and I will never let anyone come between us because she is all I will ever need. She means the world to me, and if anyone tries to make her feel like I don't, I will fight behind her. Believe that. And sometime after this, Leslie would still post videos about Perry, with one on her YouTube channel titled Storytime, How I Fell in Love with My Best Friend Perry.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video today. Today's gonna be another story time video. Alright.
And that's
Hey Canada, I just want to let you all know that now that my movie's done and in theaters July 26th, I'm giving you back Ryan Reynolds. Now I have to warn you, we sucked him pretty dry. But you know, give him some of this delicious nectar and that ought to perk him right up. Good luck.
And that's also
Only Ryan Reynolds. I swear to God, Ryan's. Well, not some of them. I will admit, some of them. But most Ryans are quirky and funny. Ryan Reynolds? Fucking right. He's awesome.
where this iconic video came from, where she was expressing her love for
Ryan
Perry.
This is to the girl who kissed a boy I love.
Oh, fuck off. Here we go again.
Hi. I'm the ex, and
I'm the ex. And I
I
sound like
know this
Donald
might
Duck.
sound crazy, but
No, I mean
you got him.
Daffy Ducks. It's rabbit
You
season.
got him.
Duck season. Rice season.
But do me a
Sound like
favor.
Daffy Duck, like Mel Blanc with his 1,000 voices.
Don't break his heart.
Shit.
Always be there for him. Always have his back. Take care of him. And love him unconditionally. Make him happy. Make him know his worth. Always, always be by his side no matter how bad things are. Make him happy when he gets sad. Be his shoulder to cry on. Most importantly, take good care of him and love him like I did. If you don't fight, he knows how to make up, so.
Ow.
Like I did.
Just take my head off my fucking own headphones.
Don't let him go. Always be. Always be by his side.
What's with the pinky, dude?
And if he's in trouble, make sure you help him.
Right on. Right. that Tyler Perry gentleman that you dated. Well, dated. You're fucking creepy. In his words, you're fucking creepy. Except, pisses me off when people put the wrong your. You put Y-O-U''re. Or you just put U-R. 2 words, simple. I mean, it's not hard. If you put your, that's like, oh, this is your house, not you're an idiot, right? Just English.
And you are not gonna want to let him go like I didn't.
He actually.
Congratulations.
Don't see me making a fucking video and saying to all my exes, oh, congratulations, you have a new man's. No. They do them. It's not my business. Shit.
And she would allegedly go on to post many more videos about him for months. And also during this time, she found this as an opportunity to fake a pregnancy, saying that she was pregnant by Perry. She changed her Facebook name to Perry's last name, and then in her bio put 4 months pregnant with Perry's baby. I'm having a boy, naming him Perry Jr. She would go on to change her cover photo, I think, or it might have been her profile pic with her and Perry would comment saying change it. She would then make a Facebook post calling out his girlfriend, saying at least I'm having his baby. And at some point Perry would call her out in the comments, saying that she lied about being pregnant. She would say that that wasn't a lie and you know it. Yes, it is. You drew the lines on the pregnancy test, with Leslie defending herself saying no, I didn't. And of course,
when it's time to go big, go 6 cheesy foldable slices big with the Big New Yorker.
And of course, she saw this also as an opportunity to use her pregnancy to scam people. Allegedly, of course. During the coronavirus time, she allegedly said that she needed baby formula and tried to get people to send her money. Soon people would start calling her out. She made a Facebook post that said, started new job at soon to be a full-time mommy. Someone would leave a comment and say, you need help, you're not pregnant, and you need to leave Perry alone. I'm sorry, but he does not love nor want to be with you, else he would be with you now. But no, he is with him girlfriend that he actually likes and wants. You will find someone who loves you for you, but you need to stop obsessing over any guy who gives you the slightest bit of attention. You need mental help. She would eventually cave in and post an apology saying, hey y'all, it's Leslie. I just want to say how sorry I am for lying about everything, and I didn't mean for it to go this far. I only did it so Perry would be with me and his ex would be jealous. I know what I did was wrong, and I am sorry for everyone who sent me money. Please comment your Cash App or message me and I will send you back whatever you sent me when I get paid.
Hey TikTok, it's gonna be a couple parts to this video. I want to come on here and apologize for everything I have done in the past. And I realized what I did was wrong. I'm gonna start working on myself, get myself better and shit like that. I know what I did I shouldn't have done, and I realize that now, and I'm truly, truly sorry. As soon as I get my paycheck, my next paycheck, I have all the screenshots of the people I owe money to, and I will be posting the screenshots of the people I owe money to, and then posting after I sent y'all the money. Because what I did was so wrong, and I'm so sorry for it. I'm working on myself as I post this. I'm sorry.
And ironically enough, after this apology, she would come out with an excuse saying that she couldn't pay people back because her Cash App got reported and she lost access to everybody that sent money.
It's not like I don't want to pay y'all back. I really want to pay y'all back. I really, really do. But people kept reporting the Cash App, and the Cash App got taken down. So I don't know who I need to pay back, and I don't know how much, and I don't know the Cash Apps, because I have to make a whole new Cash App. So what the fuck am I supposed to do?
But according to her apology video, she had all the screenshots of the people that had sent her money, so it shouldn't matter that her Cash App got banned. But she would later confirm that she really didn't care and that she wasn't giving anybody's money back.
I just want to say thank you, because you got a point. You really do got a point. it is their own fault. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because you do got a point there, honey.
Thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you.
And I really appreciate it.
And shout out to this YouTuber Blood. I actually got that clip from his video. By the way, if you haven't yet, go follow me on Instagram at Chaz.Kirschman. We're getting close to 200 followers. I post videos, me, my cat, my plans, my life, and my DMs are always open over there if you want to suggest a topic to me. And I'm not exactly sure on the timeline here, but it's alleged that 2 years later, she did the same thing, saying that her cousin needed the baby formula this time. Someone messaged her and said, does she need any other baby stuff? She responded saying, no, mostly just formula, only one can, or she said one is okay, but if you can do two, it would be a big help. Let me see what I can do. You sure that's your cousin's Cash App? It says your name. Oops, my bad. You needed her Cash App. She then proceeds to put her cousin's Cash App in, which if you look closely, it says BF Letcher 24. Brooklyn Fletcher is supposed to be her cousin, but a quick search of Leslie's Facebook page around this time would show that she used this name as an alias on her Facebook page, leading people to believe that she was once again scamming. And not only that, the pattern of her being pregnant would once again allegedly repeat itself. A guy named LJ would leave a comment saying, stop texting me, you fat butt bee. And she was alleging that she was pregnant by this guy LJ. She would go on to say, I'm not.
I got a joke, hold on. Okay, so it says, I'm not fat, I'm pregnant, you ugly fat drug addict, mentally retarded son of a bitch. Right? Okay. To counter this, I will say, wow, that's like saying a Catholic priest doesn't touch little boys, right? Like, it's the obvious. Yes, they do, and yes, she is fat. That's simple, right? Like, that's like saying, oh yeah, the earth is flat. Oh, it's the opposite. It's round, dummy. Like, how retarded is this bitch?
I'm
No
pregnant,
sense,
you
no
ugly
logic.
fat drug addict, mentally are son of a bee. And you also need to stay out of me and Dylan's life. And don't come around us either, and you are not allowed to come around our baby at all. You got it? You so stupid, not funny. Take down my last name, cause you not a Wade. And let's not forget that around this time that she was still allegedly talking about Perry and making posts about him. Perry was also arrested multiple times. One time for illegal possession of stolen things, and another time he was charged with theft of a firearm and indecent behavior with juveniles, to which he would spend some time in jail. And I believe it was around this time that he allegedly faked his own death in order to try to get away from her. Somebody made a comment on one of Leslie's videos saying, didn't Perry fake his death to avoid you? With her saying, what does that have to do with this video? But
Hello, this is Caitlin. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A deluxe sandwich is that juicy, tender, seasoned chicken.
But unfortunately for Perry, Leslie wasn't buying it.
Here's the truth about Perry. He is not dead. He is very well much alive, okay?
Because he faked it.
Let's just put it
He
like
didn't
that.
want to be around you.
Okay. Even though after his mama, because I called his mama yesterday. Well, I didn't call her, I texted her. Let's put it, I texted her. And I was like, is Perry really dead? And she was like, yeah, somebody was out to get him and shit like that. But it turns out she was just lying for him. Because my friend Ariel was on Facebook yesterday. And last night, Perry went live. And like that, and it's like, oh, we're just faking my own death. I'm just faking my own death. I'm like, one, Why the fuck would you do that? 2, according to what Jimmy Wayne said to Ariel, that it was because of me, when 1, he has no room to fucking talk because he just got out of jail for being in there for 2 years.
Is there a third point?
2 or 3, whatever.
I'm about to say, is there a third point? And she was like, 2 again. But technically, if I was counting the sentences she was saying, there is 4 and there is 5, and she's a dumbass and can't count. I'm sorry, but it doesn't take, like, even ones with, you know, they're non-verbal. They're smarter than me. So, throughout school, since the 4th grade, there's been non-verbal folks. And most of them today are more smarter than me. That says a lot, right? I'm not perfect. They aren't either, but they're smarter than me. You know, no one's perfect. Everybody knows that.
I haven't talked to Perry, and before I talked to him 2 days ago, or 3 days ago now, I haven't talked to him before that, I haven't talked to him in a very long time. I haven't mentioned him in a very long time, or shit like that, which I could tell if y'all freaking watch my videos all the time. But anyways, yeah, Perry faked his own death. I don't know what makes him think it was because of me. Well, Jimmy Wayne thinks that. I mean, he has no fucking room to talk because he just got out of jail for being in there for 2 years. But anyways, yeah.
And with Perry absent from her life, she would then move on to other romantic interests. And surprisingly enough, there was one person that Leslie didn't seem to be overly attached to. In fact, this person seemed to be more attached to her than Leslie being attached to him. And the name of this new love interest was Kenneth. And Kenneth had a TikTok account named Eternal X Darkness. And he didn't post much content, but the content he did post was like this.
Alistair, please say darling in a seductive way.
Darling.
And he would post really soapy, sad TikToks about how he was in love with Leslie, and there would be sad music behind, saying stuff like that should be me. And the people in the comments would try to...
Brother, boss man. Hold on. Got some cookies around here. Brother, are you shitting me? Are you blind? Sir, are you blind? I'm sorry, but you must be. Sorry, but you must be blind. How the fuck can somebody be that blind? Like, I will say, looks matter to me, and because of my type, right? Oh shit, this thing's broken. Anyway, let's
warn him, saying, my only advice is run, Forrest, run. I'm trying to understand why. He would then go on to make TikToks sharing text messages that they shared between each other, and you can clearly see that Leslie's being pretty short with him. She doesn't seem as invested as he does. People would then begin to question, wondering if this is even real, and he would confirm that it is real in a TikTok, saying that he really does like her. And eventually the public would persuade him to not talk to Leslie, with him making a post saying, okay, everyone, you guys win, we are just friends. And he went on to release the text message to where he was ending it with Leslie, saying, I'm sorry, Leslie, I tried, but every one of the people who hate on you are attacking me and bringing up my kid and your past, and my child comes first. I'm sorry people couldn't be happy for us. We can be friends, but my daughter comes first. She would say, you just can't ignore them. He'll go on to say, I'm trying, but they've contacted my wife, and everything they keep contacting her TikTok and won't stop and they keep trashing me because stuff you did. I'm sorry. So yeah, I don't know what this guy was thinking, but he has a wife and a daughter, and he was over here on TikTok trying to hook up with Leslie. I will say that she has probably the craziest online public relationship arc that I've seen so far out of people that I've been researching, because there's even more, and it gets pretty twisted. Her next love interest was Tyler, also known as Young Slappy on TikTok, and it was alleged that Tyler was just using her in order to grow his rap career. It was really hard for people to believe that these men were falling in love with Leslie, but Tyler would release a video stating that he really did like her and that she was different off camera.
I genuinely like Leslie, bro. I mean,
you know,
listen, at the end of the day, I understand people have quarrels with her, and I get that. But I don't know. I feel like what she puts on TikTok versus how she is in personal life, it's two different things. And I get it, man. You know, I'm not gonna be able to spew and like talk you guys into like that hate her into like liking her, but you know, I don't know. I like Leslie. You know, she's a friend, bro. I've known her for years, and you know, that's the way it goes.
Shout out to this guy, Hi Rogal. I'm probably butchering that. I got that clip from his video. And it was alleged within this community that she groomed Tyler. Someone would make a post saying, Tyler is about 19 to 20 now. Do you think she tried to groom him? And this was because someone said they found a video where he said he was 19. That was in 2021. One person said it looks like he graduated high school in 2020. If he graduated at 18, he's 20 to 21 by now. Another person said that a while ago he had posted that he was like 21 on his TikTok page. Leslie would be seen updating her cover photo on her Facebook to a picture of Tyler, and then going from single to being into a relationship. And this was in 2019. If Tyler graduated high school in 2020, he would have been 18, and now he's 20 to 21. And people were alleging that he would have been 16 to 17 years old around this time, with Leslie at 22 years old. Leslie would make many videos singing songs that indicated that she was interested in a relationship with him. They would often do duets together where she would tag him saying, I love this boy. And she would post videos of herself crying when they would be going through a breakup, saying, I can't let him go, I can't stop loving him, and then tagging him. And she would continue to post more videos with some love songs in it. My baby Cosmos, I love you. I'm sorry, girls, that boy Young Slappy is mine now and always will be. I will be stuck with you forever. I love you so much, Young Slappy. And Tyler would even post a video showing that Leslie calls him, which now everything to do with her has been deleted off his TikTok page. And she wouldn't hide the fact that she was in love with Tyler and Perry at the same time.
One thing. My love for Perry and Tyler will always stay strong. I don't give a fuck how many times y'all tell me that what I'm doing is wrong. I don't give a fuck how many times y'all fucking tell me that. Because my love for them will always be fucking strong.
She would go on to explain how Tyler and Perry have both been there for her for a long time, and that they always had her back, and that she would always have theirs. And the things that Leslie finds funny is a little alarming, because she laughed when she found out that Perry got SA'd in prison.
Oh yeah, and your man got in jail too.
Did he really?
Yes, I'm telling you, somebody called me and they was like, Perry just got on lockdown in jail. And I was like, all right, so when he got out of jail, I asked him, what happened to you in jail? He said, I don't want to talk about it.
At some point, Perry would be released from jail, and he would become a plug for Leslie, with people within the community calling him Periled the Plug. And it was alleged that eventually he got annoyed with her and robbed her of $15, to which then she says she filed a police report on him. And as of recently, Perry has posted a photo of his newborn child that he has had with his new woman. And of course, Leslie can be seen commenting on it, saying he's adorable and already just like his daddy, into which that leads to an argument in the comments. And her next relationship was with a guy named Logan, which this one seemed a little more clear that he was just trolling her and trying to use her for clout.
I've been wanting to talk about this a long enough time, and I finally got you. So we're going to talk about this.
Alright, go ahead. I'll think about it. Put that tongue away.
And they would do some live streams together where he would just troll her and have her getting mad because he wouldn't answer the question if he wanted to date her or not.
Say you fucking think about it. I'm still waiting on the answer to this guy today, you dumb.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
I've been waiting on the fucking answer.
Hey, Tiger, chill. Tiger. Cool it. Alright?
But what's the point of telling you you love me and you fucking miss me and that, and you say you want me back, but then you said, okay, then I say, okay, fine, whatever, you can have me back, but it's like, oh, I'll sleep on it. Bitch, I'm still waiting on a fucking week, 2 weeks now for a fucking answer.
No.
I haven't slept yet.
That's a damn lie.
How you know? How you know?
You tell me by in fucking morning you'll give me a fucking answer, you still haven't answered.
No, I said I'll sleep on it. I'm tired.
But of course, Leslie would go on to make TikToks about Logan, saying how much she missed him and loved him, or that going on without him was killing her every day. But eventually this too would fall out and she would move on to a new relationship with someone called Wyatt. She would date Wyatt for a total of 11 days. And this would be confirmed in a text message between Wyatt and Leslie where Wyatt said, 11 days isn't even long enough to know somebody really. I just want to let you know that a person doesn't get to know another for at least 2 months. And in these text messages, Leslie would claim that Wyatt was spreading lies. Wyatt would also say, so I heard that you've been on the TikTok making up all kinds of lies and everybody's laughing at you in your comments. Well, just so you know, I can give 2 craps what you're posting about me, because at the end of the day, I know the truth and I know what is true. So carry on with your bad self and your drama and have fun with the ex that you were sleeping with supposedly the whole time we were together. Which is funny because some of these alleged lies that Leslie was spreading was that Wyatt was the one cheating and not Leslie. But of course, Leslie would go on to do her routine of posting how sad she is about losing her relationship. And once again, it's alleged that she was posting multiple videos of Wyatt for months.
I've been trying so hard. It just ain't that easy. I just thought he was the one.
And then there was the alleged time that she sent solicited photos to a minor, with this not being exposed until 2 years later when Ethan, the one that she allegedly sent the minor to, as well as her dad allegedly sending these photos to, Leslie would go on a live stream where she was confronted by Ethan and a few other people.
Confronted for sending nudes to 15-year-old boys.
Who's this? And how are you related to Leslie?
My name's Ethan. I was 15 when she sent the nudes to me, and I'm 17 now.
You were the one? You were the one?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ethan.
Yeah. I was 15 when she sent the nudes to me. My sister has the account logged in.
You are Courtney's brother.
Yes, ma'am.
My God.
Yes, ma'am. My sister has all the login to that account, all the info. Her father even sent his dick to me. Like the whole family's messed up in the head.
So, okay, I have a question, Ethan. And Leslie, please, did you know he was 15 when you sent those photos?
You know, I did.
No, I didn't.
Leslie, how old did you think he was?
Somebody told me he was 18.
Why didn't you ask him?
Man, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I told her how old I was. I said I'm not allowed to talk to anybody above the age of 17, and that's when she had sent the nudes.
Did you ask for those pictures?
No, ma'am, I did not. I showed my sister right after she sent them. I showed my sister, and that's when her my sister.
How old are you right now?
I'm 17.
He's 17. You're still a baby. Okay. So he's not even 18 yet, Leslie.
I won't be 18.
I could.
I'm not gonna lie, I could tell the difference between a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old. Easy.
You can. It's the way they talk, the way they think.
To which she would go on to make a video saying that he's 18 now and there's nothing the cops can do.
Sophia said Leslie sent news to a minor, and Leslie said you can't do anything about it since he is now 18. Like, even the cops said that there's nothing that they can do. Even the cops said that there's nothing they can do now. Nothing.
And she would also say on a live stream that she apologized to him multiple times and that he wasn't going to press charges and that everything was okay.
That is true. But back then, I learned from my mistakes. I apologized to him multiple times, and he was like, you know what, Leslie, I'm not going to press charges on you. I'm not going to do it.
And Leslie also got into a relationship with someone called AJ who was baiting her in order to expose her.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's AJ. Ignore my voice. I'm sick. This is like my third take because I keep messing this video up, but it is okay. Now, I want to address a few comments before I get into the actual subject. Most of you know this. Some of you don't. I am 16. I am a trans male, and I am engaged. I will be getting married the day after I turn 18. Now, with that being said, the purpose of this video is to address everything going on with Leslie. I saw the page about what Leslie had done with that 15-year-old boy, and I decided to take it into my own hands and get proof that she was actually going after children. Leslie, when you agreed to date a 16-year-old, you talk about the TikTok people wanting to ruin your life. You're doing it yourself. You told me that you thought he was 18, but you knew good and well that I wasn't. You know that I'm 16. And you still agreed to be my girlfriend. See, here's the thing. I do this, and I do what I do to protect minors. Because I know what it's like to be hurt by people older. I know what it's like to be preyed on. I know what it's like to be hurt. And I don't want any other kid to have to go through what I've went through. The first thing that she said when I asked her how old she was probably too old to be talking to you. Okay, then why the f*** are you still talking to me? She knew, my girlfriend knew, my fiance knew about everything that was going on. And no, she has no reason to be mad at me for it, simply because of the fact Leslie is anywhere between 22 to 33 years old. No one actually knows. She's lied about pregnancies, about being transgender.
If you look back in this video, ladies and gentlemen, you will see at the end of many of her usernames that she's used, it said 1997, i.e., that makes her 26, 27 years old, because I'm turning 28, and I'm later in the year baby of 96. 97, we're going to be 27 too. Stupid idiots. 27, if you were born in 1997. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that is very, yeah. Math adds up.
Her ex actually faked his death because she was so obsessive with him. I'm going to show a screenshot real quick of proof that she was dating a 16-year-old. Me.
Hey, Canada. Thank you for coming over. I just want to let you all know that now that my movie's done and in theaters July...
There's the first screenshot. Pause to read. And there's the second screenshot. Pause to read.
Sorry, I forgot to pause to read. Which one's her? Oh yeah, it's this one right here. Please get better. Huh.
pause to read. And there's the second screenshot. Pause to read. Now there are many, many more screenshots on Brittany's page. I'll tag her in under this video. Leslie, I'd say this is gonna get sent to you, and I want you to know that you're getting blocked. You messed with the wrong one. Don't. Just stop. Everyone be safe. Thank you.
And after the breakup, Leslie did not take it lightly. Leslie too would come out as trans.
There's something I need to put out there, I guess, because it's time for me to put it out there. So, family members, if you see this, I'm so sorry, but it's gonna be true, and I think it's just time for me to put it out there. I really am a dude trapped in a woman's body.
The way you wrote it is anything but fucking true.
I need to fix it. I'm going to fix it. So technically, I am transgender. I know I am transgender. So I'm gonna start saving up and get money for the surgery. I'm gonna get my boobs gone and my stomach gone, and try to act more towards like a dude I want to be and stuff. So yeah.
By the way, shout out to my Patreons. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate you. If you want to become a Patreon, there's a link down below. Go check out the benefits. But then later decide that she was just going to be transphobic.
And also, tell your girlfriend to quit messaging me, because if she messages me one more time, I'm going to go find her and beat the fucking shit out of her. Cause what she said. She has one more time to message me, and then after that, I will find her and I will beat the fucking living shit out of her.
I'm sure you will.
I'm tired of her.
I'm sure that you certainly will.
And
Right
I
on.
know this might sound kind of a little bit homophobic about what the fuck I'm about to say, but Sage, you're still a fucking female, so I can still beat your ass and get the fuck.
And for some context, that was a trans man that she was talking to there.
You, Kayla.
Because if you need me to, I can message you Sage's full name.
Sure, go ahead.
Like, I can message you Sage's full illegal name, that he's transgender and he changed his name.
I don't know if I want to dabble in that one.
Alright, since I'm a trans, let me go get my trans flag, man.
Right?
Hey, Mom! I'm getting a trans flag! I'm a trans woman!
Dad, I'm getting a freaking trans flag!
Hell, my sister's getting me a gay flag.
And aside of her being transphobic and a P word, more evidence would come out where she would admit to being a P word.
No, this shit happened like fucking years ago, and everybody fucking knows about this shit. And
It doesn't matter. You still dated a child.
I never dated a
Multiple
child.
children.
You sent news to one. No, it's not. It was just one.
It doesn't
Oh, that's
matter if
just
it was just one, Leslie. That
And
doesn't go away.
At this point, everybody knows
There's
about it.
proof.
Everybody freaking knows about it, and it's old.
People are
I'm fucking changed. I haven't done that shit in a fucking year.
And then she would openly admit that she is in love with somebody that is a minor named Connor.
I gotta say that I have a huge crush on Connor. But there's a problem. I can't date him because he's too young. But I do care for him. I do love him. He means absolute world to me.
And then
I met someone tonight. I feel a little inspired.
Don't care.
And then, of course,
Trying to watch
somehow
videos.
the
I'm not
infamous
paying fucking
Sophia
extra money just
finds
to
her
get
way
rid of that.
into this
Like
drama
commercial
where
when you
Leslie
listen
and
to-
Sophia
yeah,
would
commercial
be
when you
seen
listen to
on a
FM
live
radio.
stream arguing
Back
with
in
each
the
other.
early
Why'd
2010s.
you scratch? Why'd you scratch us now? Why'd you scratch
Ah,
us?
there it is,
Tell me
ladies
for
and
what?
gentlemen.
You're
Why
gonna
you
stick me
scratch
for
yourself
what?
and sniff your hand? Where's Perry?
Harassment.
Why do you got a tattoo of Perry and he don't even want your ugly ass? Chris Griffin.
Then
You
why
got so much to say, right? You got so much.
Off. Like, pause. Shit, man. I'm gonna break this keyboard. You know what? Screw that keyboard. I like my Logi. This puppy is mine. Golly. Just wanna fucking... I like the fact that she says... Chris Griffin. Ugly ass. Watch this. Y'all gonna agree with this. For fuck off. It's right there. Look at this. She said ugly ass, right? You're no peach. None of you are. You're no peaches at all. Just, oh, it's gonna gross me out. Just rotten cream.
Where's your little guard dog? Where's your chihuahua?
Animal control today, and I'm calling adult protective
Where's your chihuahua? Where's your bark?
I've seen you put your hand on your fucking mother.
Where is he? Where is he?
I seen you put your hand on your fucking mother.
Where is he? Because you can't answer. Why
Like,
did you have
literally
Simone on your live?
two
It was a
loblaws.
fucking lie.
Two
You hit
loblaws.
her.
Say she
Mo
already
cows.
did?
Seen it.
Why
Yeah,
do you
two
have
locals.
Simone on your live, huh?
Literally going at
You're
each
just
other.
like her,
You know
right?
how fucking retarded that is?
Right? Right?
I can control who comes in my
She
life.
said she R-words kids and you had her on your live.
Control.
Half black
You come
queen. Oh,
in my
you're black?
fucking life.
You're black
You
now?
dumb ugly.
You're black now?
Dumb
You're
ugly
black?
bitch.
You're black now. You're black now.
Sophia, you're nothing
You
but
don't
a
even
freaking-
look black, to be honest. Stop scratching yourself on live and sniffing your hands, fishy hands.
Quit drinking
Where's
out
your
of
guard
freaking
dog?
cups
Not here to help.
that roaches have crawled into.
Bark, 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 bark,
Learn how to get a
bark,
fucking job in the fucking life.
bark, bark, bark,
Learn how to
bark, bark,
freaking
bark, bark,
stop stealing money from
bark,
people.
bark,
Learn how to
bark,
stop
bark,
watching
bark.
teenage and poop.
Bark,
Learn
bark,
how to
bark,
stop
bark, bark.
freaking obsessing over
Bark, bark, bark.
teen Asian
Goodbye.
kids.
Goodbye, fish.
I find it funny how Tofia always finds her way into these dramas with these other locals all the time. And there was a Reddit post made that said Leslie's friend tricks her into going to a park so another friend can confront her on live. Then they leave her at the park. And this was a video where they were confronting Leslie and all her lies, to which she ends up crying and calling the cops on them.
Alright.
Like, we ain't been nothing but chill to you.
You know, everybody from your live came on there and said you was talking shit about us.
I never talked
calling Lane a fucking meth head, all kinds of shit.
What happened last night?
Nah, bro.
What happened last night?
Nah, like I don't. Nah, bro. Nah.
Yell at her again, bro. I'll beat you the fuck up. Now she calling her uncle. I don't give a fuck.
Somebody. I can't hear y'all now.
Go ahead, call Perry. Bet Perry will fix your fuck.
Think Perry would leave her ass for dead.
And then one time she posted a picture of a goldfish that she had in a cup, to which no one knows what happened to this goldfish because nothing has been said of it ever since. So people are alleging that it died just a couple days later. And then there's the sus video of her asking if she can give her dog aspirin, but she didn't give her dog aspirin. But people think that she was lying in the video, which I'll let you be the judge.
What about aspirin? Can dogs have aspirin? I know it's just a question. I got pain medicine for dogs for her. I'm just asking, can we have aspirin? No, I don't think so. I didn't think so. What happens if you give a dog aspirin?
And as of most recent events, she hasn't really been doing too much. But with today being her birthday, August 6th, she did do a live stream. But besides that, there really hasn't been too much going on, besides the comments that she's been making about Perry's child.
Like, can take a dick and shove it up your fucking ugly motherfuckers. Ugly ass boyfriend,
up in my fucking love. Squirt. Oh, it hurts so hard. And let the rest in peace. Somebody help. Ah. I have the flu. Me. Totally walk.
With that said, go watch this video that's been suggested to you right here, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.
Deuces. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Leslie. That was Leslie Grossbag, right? Let's get out of this. You don't need that. Like I said, no one's bringing me down. No one. Oh, we got another one. Let's watch this. This fella
This is
again.
the Google Pixel 9, and this is a
This.
dance tutorial. But with Circle to Search, it's also a where to buy that wavy mirror in the background tutorial. Whoa, nice move.
The 2024 Sorento can take you anywhere and
ugly
ensure
that
you
is.
enjoy the journey. Hurry to your dealer for our Kia Days of Summer and get moving in your new 2024 Kia Sorento.
Kia.
Why?
Movement
That
that
looks so
inspires.
ugly. Why would you?
Man invented that car you're privileged enough to be sitting in.
You remember
Men make up
the early
50% of
2000s,
the
the
population.
Sorrentos
99% of the
they were fucking
perpetrators of
smaller.
sexual abuse are male. 90% of violent physical assault charges are men. 95% of serious domestic charges are also men. Thanks.
No, thank you for showing us that you don't care about
Broken
anything
around here,
else
man.
but
Broken.
painting men in a bad light. Now, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time questioning the validity of the
time to feed
statistics you
noodles.
brought us today. However,
Mice.
I will bring you some of my own. So let's take a look at 2019. When we look at the male population within the U.S. in 2019, we can see that it was around 161.7 million. When we look at the amount of males arrested for violent crime in 2019, aka some of the examples that you brought up, we see that that number is 283,467. Therefore, out of the entire male population within the U.S. in 2019, about 0.001% of those males actually committed those atrocities. 0.1%. Less than 1%. But since you like to abuse statistics so much, I'm fine with bringing up how 95% of firefighters are men. 85% of police officers are men. 82% of the active duty military is men. 86% of engineers are men. 97% of steel workers are men. 93% of construction workers are men. 97% of bricklayers are men. 90% of mine workers are men. General surgeons, 77. Neurosurgeons, 90. Orthosurgeons, 94. 84% of farmers, ranchers, etc. are men. Shall I continue? We can honestly do this pointless dance all day. The post you decided to reply to was literally a woman attempting to make an argument for why men as a whole should not have rights within our society. And you decided to foot stomp this. Instead of just admitting that men and women are important, you just want to go back and forth and inaccurately represent what the average man is actually doing within our society. You can tell who truly cares about unity and who truly just cares about division and making their feelings be heard.
The thing that people have to realize about feminism and what it's done to women is it's made them believe that men are evil people. The fact that we've come to a stage in society where women are choosing bears, well, they claim they're choosing bears over men, just goes to show you how toxic feminism really is.
Husband stirs wife with divorce papers at work after finding out she's been cheating.
two in bed together.
Okay, we try stalking.
It's not, that's not okay.
Yeah, like,
I just want you to sign this so I can go on with my life.
well, I'd like to read it properly, so I'm gonna.
There you go.
The fact that she's still justifying what she did and is saying that we were cuddling together as if that's a normal thing that people do when they're in a relationship. And she had the audacity to say that we had our clothes on, make it make sense.
I am a beautiful black woman that also sometimes identifies as a cat or a dog. So I hope you got a leash or a litter box for your guest, for the ones that identifies as cat or dog.
The fact that we have all of this nonsense going on with the ABCD community and the woke community doesn't surprise me that videos like this are becoming more common. And I don't know whether these people are being for real or whether it's satire, because there are some videos I've seen and you can clearly see it's satire. But with this person, I'm trying to understand whether he's being genuine or not.
So if you can identify with a different gender, why can't you identify with a different race?
The biological side of it, because race has no biological connections whatsoever. It's purely based off of physical appearances.
I just asked you if it was biological. You said yes.
Is recognized off of skin color. If you weren't on skin color your whole life.
Right, because it's biological.
Or I mean, sex has biological backings, but gender is not. Gender is a spectrum.
Why is it socially acceptable to be transgender, but it's not socially acceptable to be transracial?
I think that's like they're very different things.
No, they're not.
I think that. Like,
to counter this whole thing, I'm gonna put in my perspective of logic, right? Because everybody has their own perspectives of logic. Now, with that being said, can a man be a woman and vice versa? No, they cannot. Because you can't change your race. You can't just say, say a white person wants to wake up and think, I want to be a Spanish woman, like the opposite gender and the opposite race. No, you cannot. You can't just turn on a switch and be like, oh, I'm this now. You can't. You can't. You cannot do that.
I don't know how to phrase this in a way, but
Another thing people need to realize is people in the West have been programmed beyond belief. They're programmed so much that once you go out of their programming, they can't think any other way. So when they get asked a question as to whether you can change your race, they get confused. If you could change your gender, you can change your race, because I identify as a white woman and you should believe that. And if you don't, you're a bigot. Before we get back into the video, I need everyone to turn on their post notifications so that you get notified whenever one of my videos come out. Like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter at YingaThatGuy. Let us get back into the video.
A lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's why you're in sex work, because you can't offer value in the marketplace.
What the fuck?
Yes.
And don't worry, I'm not really talking to you. I'm speaking against you as a symbol. So don't take personal offense to it.
A symbol of what?
A symbol of a declining society where people lack values. If you had IQ and skills to offer to the marketplace, you can earn a good income. Being that the most valuable thing about you is something that you never earned. You didn't earn knowledge, you didn't earn skills. It's your breast that you paid for and your butthole.
Way to get it to those fucking skanks. Way to do it. Good job.
So you market that to earn money. There is no skill set is the point, which is to say, if I took your brain and placed your brain into a man's body, you would be in poverty.
You're right, yeah. I'm just good for...
Now that's sarcasm. And it takes one to know one. I'm pretty sarcastic, and I'm also logical and real. That was sarcasm. Oh, okay, so I'm just good for nothing. Yeah! You know, there's an expression called, if the shoe fits. Here you go. What are those, Blake? Fuck. No.
Nothing. good. Yep, you comment.
No, you are good for something. That's why you have OnlyFans, and that's
not a profession. That is this. Hold on. Legs spread wide open, cooch out. Yeah, you're a real stallion.
That's what you're good for.
Another thing I want to point out is there's a reason they call it sex work. They don't want to call it what it really is because they know what they're doing is shameful.
There's nothing else to say. You're a whore. Simple.
Of course you would say it's a hard job to do what you're doing, and the reason you're possibly in the job you're in, complaining in the job that you're in, is more than likely because you got a degree in gender studies instead of getting a degree in something that actually makes sense.
It is Trans Pride in Seattle. I'm happy. Hi, it is Maddie.
And Mary Lynn.
We are that one couple who walks. Although she's on her scooter right now, she's not really a place to walk, but she has been walking around places where she can't use her scooter. She's been pushing her scooter and walking up the hill.
Yeah.
We are at Trans Pride. I'm so excited because this is what I came to Seattle for.
Yes, we did.
So it's me, and this is a Pride event that I've been actually wanting to go since I've seen about it a few months ago. I had forgot about it, but I said, hey, this event's going on. So here's some clips from Pride. Love you all. So there's a lot of vendors here. We did as much as we could. Her scooter was having issues in the hills, so we did as much as we can explore. I'm just happy to be here to be part of this event. This is my first Trans
Literally
Pride
hearing an
event, and there
iPhone
will
or
be more to come.
something.
We said it once. We will say it again. We love you all. You all are all.
It's golden hour. Time to pause and pour. It's my time.
Gender can be fluid and it does not affect other people. It does not affect other people's lives.
I literally just showed you an example where it affects other people. Women who don't want to share those spaces. Now you're saying that those women's spaces should be defined by their biological sex at birth. Yes or no?
I don't know. What I'm saying.
So it literally affects other people. You're really nice. But the cult got you.
The cult.
The cult.
You think people being told they can have a certain gender or a certain sexuality is a cult?
People thinking you can pretend to be something you're not, and the whole world's going to go along with it, including the people, yes, it affects, is a cult. And you, like, I feel for you because you're stuck in the cult.
She and people like herself are stuck in this cult and they don't even know how to explain the cult that they're in. But as I said earlier in this video, they're programmed beyond belief. They're programmed so much that they don't even know what it is that they're talking about. And once people really think deeply into how much of a crazy thing that is, that these people can be programmed so easily to believe in the things that they believe in, your eyes will begin to open to a lot of crazy things that are going on in this world. And as I keep saying, and I've said in many of my videos, these people vote.
So I identify as trans financial, which means that I
Trans what? 1 second, please. Just a second.
Hi everybody, I'm Ryan, and I just want to say
that I identify as transauto. Totally. Like, oh, I have cars. That makes me a transauto. What the fuck? Like, I just made that up. You can't, like, it doesn't make sense. How can somebody be a transauto when you are a human being, right? What the fuck is transfinancial? Huh? Like, this was my point. I got a couple of cars to make an example of how stupid this world is, and I'll make up anything. Anything. By God.
I'm a rich girl stuck in a broke ghost body, and that is one of the hardest things that I have to deal with in life.
This video doesn't come as a surprise to me because I do identify as a white woman as well, and with all the nonsense that's going on in this world, I'm not surprised that people are now identifying as trans-financial.
Tinder is full of transphobes. Like, I just have to believe that.
Of course it is. But why exactly is one saying that?
Because if that's not true, then it just means that I'm not nearly as pretty as I thought I was, and I physically could not handle that.
Like, straighten out.
I wonder how exactly one is going to handle it when one figures out what the real reason is that one is not getting more matches on Tinder.
I refuse to believe that I am the problem.
I'm shocked.
Because my mental health simply could not take it. So we're gonna say that they're being trans.
Sir. And I said what I said. Sir. See, there's delusional trans people, and then there's people who are like Blair White. Alright? She's pretty awesome. Alright? She's one that actually has a head, you know? Alright, it's cool. You do you. That's fine. You know she is right there. You know what? Awesome. Well, it's not bugging anybody else. It doesn't bug me. But people like this bug the piss out of me.
Totally. That's what we're going with.
Well, one could definitely go with that. However, that would be sidestepping reality. Because what is most likely going on is that one does not fit into any of the multiple categories that many men find attractive and fall in line with their preferences. In this case, most men do prefer to date females.
Oh no, I have a preference, and my preference is not you, therefore you're a transphobe.
So, because I would decline a trans person asking me out, I'd be transphobe? I'd be a bigot? Say less. Say less. Say less. I don't care. I have a type. That's simple.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
What is
Right?
your body count?
Body count? The hand, les doigts? Non, non, non. De quoi? Avec combien de personnes on a Ken? Ah, c'est the question. Ah, for me 10. 20.
20. Oh.
22? Yes. 20 maybe. On va sortir là, ma belle. The number is yes.
Would you accept that body count on a man if he wants to get in a relationship with you? Is it okay if he has the same body count than you, or does it need to be like lower?
Oh no. It's okay. It's okay for the man.
Okay.
Yes.
Even if it's 50?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I'ma break this down right here. Most men my age have over 30, have over 50, are in the hundreds. Mine's 10. And it's gonna stay like that. Because this world is fucked, right? No. Done. Men older than me have over 100. It's up here.
The Western world is completely doomed.
Kids all around you, and I noticed I've been sitting across the way reporting on the event, and every single time kids walk by, you're enthusiastically waving at them, trying to get their attention.
Not really.
You're on camera, dude.
Not really.
You're trying to get kids' attention, you're waving at them, you're trying to talk to them.
No, I'm not. I just wave at everybody. They just happen to be there.
Look, it is natural to be who you are and what you are.
Why is a grown freaking grandpa out here with his ass cheeks hanging out and his dong flopping around with that rainbow thing in his hand and like 2 rotten eggs and a moldy sausage underneath? Like, how disgusting do human beings in this fucking world need to be? To be a grown-ass grandpa flopping around your sausage meat in front of children. Children! This is why, this other side of the rainbow, whatever ABC 1, 2, 3. This is what annoys me the most. Is that they're trying to force it on little kids. Ever heard of the phrase adults only? If you want to do something stupid like this, not in public, right? Quit recording it, right? Nobody cares about your delusions of this and this. Everything's changed. Oh, this isn't 2012 anymore. At this point, it should be 2012 again. So we can go, hello? Is anybody home? To a lot of fucking people, you know? Think, McFly. Think, right? This is just fucking retarded. Like, nobody has logic anymore. Nobody has common sense. Nobody has reality.
So you can just be naked in front of
People
kids,
like
try
this.
to talk to
Naked
kids.
in front of kids. Like, come on,
I'm
it
waving
does
at
matter.
everybody, not just them. As long as you're not doing anything, there's nothing wrong with that.
What the fuck? This man needs a fucking bra. Let alone underwear and pants, normal clothes like a human being. Like, this is indecent exposure. This is pedophilia right here. Just being out here with little kids with flags in their hands. Like this. Right? And they're waving it around. It's disgusting. Do you see this being a fucking rainbow? I had this for like 8 years. This is my old Canada Day flag. Right? Still got it. There's no rainbows on it. None of that. Why? Because it was like 2014. You know? There was no rainbows. It was a Canada Day event. Fucking sick, man. Fucking sick.
Do you see every motherfucking thing around this goddamn California? Look at yourself. I'm not the one.
Look at yourself, sir. You can't even keep your fucking eyes open.
That's naked in front of little kids.
No, he's natural. It's natural.
The human body is natural, yes. Guess what, retard? It's still decent as a human to cover your junk. Right? Sure, I'm not the only one that agrees with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. So don't go accusing me of stuff like that.
You got kids right here. Literally one over next to you.
Well, I didn't notice that.
They're not.
Liar. He didn't notice? Seriously? You know, if I could make my eyes that open to my main man, like, just... It's fucking scary.
Brainwashed brainwashing anyone.
Right?
Can't eat that.
That's a chicken.
No, you're not allowed to eat meat.
What are you talking about?
It's bad for the environment.
Okay. If I ever ran into shit like this at a grocery store, I would have to genuinely smack her hand. Like, just a little... and tell her, don't touch my... like, you don't... like, mind your business. I eat what I eat. You eat what you eat. You want to be delusional and thinking that meat's bad for you? Cool. Leave me the fuck alone, right? Like, it just... ugh. That aggravates me too much to the core, man.
I'm gonna take it from you.
No, you're not.
I'm
Hey,
gonna take
stop,
it for you.
stop.
Are you filming me?
Now see, I wouldn't film it. Tries to take it from me, I yank it out of her hand. It goes in this cart. I don't care if you're a stupid little chicken's life. Oh, the chicken life, the chicken life, the chicken life, pig life, pig life, pig life, cows, lambs, sheep, and all that. No, give me my fucking groceries back in the cart. Let me go about my day. You go about yours, you dumb broad.
Stop! Going to hell.
Okay, can I just have my cart back, please?
No, not if you're buying meat, you anti-vegan moron.
Okay, who cares?
I do. Are you filming me again?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, give me that.
Hey, hey. This is my boyfriend Derek. This is Derek's boyfriend Ben.
Hey.
Hey. Oh. Wait, sorry, what's the situation? What do you mean? How does this work? Derek is gay, but he's straight for me, but he's gay for Ben, and Ben's really gay for Derek. And I hate Ben.
It's not that complicated. No.
Oh, yeah.
So my poster reads, life begins
I love
when
the
you
GTA
understand
5
living
video at the
women
bottom
matter
here.
more
There's
than
the
potential
airport.
babies.
There's Maze Bank. Oh, yep,
If
there's
it's a
Maze Bank.
potential baby, what
Arena.
is inside of a
There's the
woman?
beach.
It's a
That's Boosty.
fetus?
Is it living? How can
I
it
know
grow
this
if it's
map
not
too
living?
well.
Actually, that's like saying if an acorn is a tree.
When does the
What do
fetus
you
become
mean?
living?
Who's that? Acorn is.
That's actually a good question, but that
Oh, there's
line.
Maze Bank
Yeah, of course,
Tower.
because you don't know it. Because it's living.
There's the docks.
It's living. No, when is sustainability?
This lady's got not her. Fuck no, not you, bitch. Not you, bitch.
How do you sustain life?
This
Like,
lady,
my
she
newborns
got-
aren't
she knows-
sustainable.
she knows the
You can't
real
just
way.
have a newborn and they just like live on their own, right?
Right.
Is a newborn not worthy of life? Is a newborn not worthy of life?
She asked you a
Biology
question.
101 will tell you that life begins at conception, but as I've said, and I'll say it once again, and probably for the last time in this video, is these people are just completely brainwashed that they...
Yes, sir. Completely brainwashed. And it's fucking sad how that's the case. Like, by God, dude. Makes me sick. Oh, look, there it is.
Suggestion from your sommelier. Lactantia lactose-free for milk connoisseurs.
Check out the drama as Wokies face off against harsh reality, sparking debates and eye-opening challenges to their strongly held beliefs. Hit like and subscribe, or you might just end up being a Wokie yourself.
Would you like to take an interview about the outfits?
Sure. So we're into critter play. I'm wearing a puppy hood. This is a kitty.
See, two things. Wearing a onesie don't make you a furry. Two, if you got these types of things on, keep it to yourselves. Keep it to you and your partner. Don't walk around strutting around like a fucking... Hold on. Don't be strutting around like this going... No. You do not. It's unnecessary. especially this person. Oh my god, like there's children. Whether they're not there are still children. You know, curiosity spites with children, they look through windows, right? Curiosity spites a mother who was walking a kid in a stroller. Curiosity's gonna hit the kid, right? Curiosity's gonna hit the kid, and the kid's gonna wanna just stare, right? Naturally. And if they see this is brainwashing. As Yenka the guy said, brainwashed. This is the problem.
It's part of the kink community.
It's a part of the
kink community.
The kink community?
Yeah.
So are you guys like into animals?
No.
What do you mean by kink?
Kink. It just falls under the kink, you know, like kinks, like leather.
So like you guys play like dress up and
yeah.
So dress up is like animals?
No.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of this. I'm trying to get more familiar with it.
Yeah. So it can be social, it can be sexual, but it doesn't involve actual animals or anything like that.
Rick and Morty
so it doesn't involve animals, they just dress up as animals.
They dress up as different critters that they feel a persona with.
Okay.
We are the animals.
Okay, so you guys are the animals. Awesome. Quirky interact.
Don't call it quirky. Hornworks! Don't call it creepy. Seriously. I mean quirky, not creepy. Wow. See? That's what I get for having so much little sleep from just, you know, working out and stuff. But anyway. This is fucking stupid, man. Never call it a quirky interaction. Quirky is not this. This is a mental disorder. Quirky is very different. I should know. I am quirky. But quirky is, you know, I'm gonna wear this onesie. Don't make me a furry. Like, what the fuck? If I had shit like this, or I have that stupid looking mask covering my face, and I think I'm an animal, that's where it's fucked.
Actions abound as a reporter asks a trans person in a dog mask about animals, adding whimsy to identity discussions.
My pronouns are they, them.
They are they, them.
Does it anger you when I...
Yes, it does. My pronouns are they, them. What are your pronouns?
If you have to ask me that, you need to get eye surgery.
Duh. It's like, what do you mean, what are my pronouns? I'm a fucking male.
What are your pronouns?
That was rude.
I'm not answering, because you should know.
I don't, that's why I'm asking.
Okay, so someone needs to go back to elementary school.
Okay,
that
was
honestly
rude.
And I hope you see my kindness, but when it comes to pronouns, that's a very simple concept that we learn in second grade. So I'm not going.
Exactly.
I'm not going.
I
to
remember
say,
learning pronouns in second grade.
Are you multiple people? Are you multiple people? Because they means multiple
I'm
people.
non-binary.
Literally a quick fucking search. Used to refer to two or more people or things previously mentioned or easily identified. Two men could get life sentences if they are convicted. Used for a person of unsuspected gender. Ask someone if they can help. I learned that in high school. Actually, I learned that throughout my whole school life. Second grade, all the way up.
Said you're they, them.
They, them.
That's multiple people. When I say they, I mean a group of people. I'm not going to call you they.
Let's go inside then.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
And pronoun usage gets a thorough breakdown, turning a simple grammar lesson into a profound realization for puzzled wokies.
The reason your definition is inaccurate is because any sentient human being would acknowledge that history has consequences.
Right.
But if the idea is, but that's not what wokeism is. Wokeism is a different thing. Wokeism suggests that all inequalities of today are attributable to not only historic injustices, but also continuing injustices in the now, and that all disparity is attributable to discrimination.
Like that, but a conservative.
Not just that.
A conservative is the only person.
I
want to know why. Why is it that conservatives are the only people who define it like that? Why are conservatives the only
What does he
Okay, so
mean,
we're
brother?
gonna have to stop here because this is going nowhere. But
What's up?
I'm gonna have to stop with this with you because this is going nowhere. All I'm going to say is this. To
No,
sum up,
I just am trying to understand your
disagree
perspective.
on it.
Right.
On a fundamental level, you're shifting definitions to avoid the consequences of your own argument. And if the idea is
Words out.
I was booing the other guy and I was chewing on the mic.
It's back in
stage,
fashion.
Right in the podium. That's the one that's making the true Swiss man.
and final point.
He's got rid of the fuck. Now see, I don't know if that works because sound can still travel through the cracks of your fingers, as you can see. In a little gap right here. See? Gap here, here, here. Like.
And final point, if you are going to hold on, if you are also just final point to sum up there. Final point to sum.
I can follow that.
Yeah, one more. I just want to make honestly. I want to make one final point to sum up there. If the idea is that traumas of the past invariably bleed down into the present, that does not explain why certain groups that have been historically not only marginalized but slaughtered in mass genocide are some of the most successful groups in our society.
Leaving one activist puzzled, a little clarity goes a long way.
Why wouldn't I be against illegal immigration? It's not good for the country. It's inherently not good for the country.
Being against.
What do you mean? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You know why America likes me? Because America is the country where you can come with nothing in your pocket and you can do amazing things. You can sit back. My dad came with 0 cents in his pocket, and he has a business now that employs multiple people. He can't do that in Guatemala. He can't do that any other place because the United States is the freest country with the greatest amount of economic opportunity.
You want to be here.
Exactly.
You need to go too.
But
If
at
that's
some
the
point,
case,
the United States has to
you
start
need to go
enforcing
too.
its laws.
We don't want you here either. If that's the case, Trump don't want you here. We don't want you here. Period. That's the case.
Just because I'm DACA, does that mean that I can't start saying that I can't start being honest about the way things are?
Honest about
That the Constitution needs to be practiced. That's why Trump is against DACA. Trump didn't say he's against Dreamers. He said from before he ran for president, Trump said that he supported Dreamers.
Eloquently, a Hispanic Trump supporter explains his political stance, leaving a critic speechless.
Kind of things like make you not necessarily as proud to be American.
I used to be not a Trump fan, man. I drop all of that. You know, this past, like, whatever's been going on. You know, I'm kind of rooting for him because now you got an Hispanic man on his side. That just goes to show that he ain't racist. The news, the left news, skips that part out to make him look like a bad guy. See? Everybody thinks, oh, he missed. I even said it. But you know what? I digress. Because, you know, his intuitions and his hilarious breakdowns with woke people, I'm on his side. I'm rooting for him. It says a lot that it can just change. Certain things can just change. Views on politics, yeah. I'm not big on politics. But he made valid statements to these wokey people out there. That's where I appreciate him. I don't like him personally as a president. Everybody has opinions. But at the end of the day, you know, good for him for standing up for the logic and the reality of not just the United States, but North America itself, and around the world. Around the world. From North America to Europe to Asia, everywhere. He's not racist.
Assimilation of a lot of cultures. Like, there's a food truck that I got a burrito from, and I got salsa, and it was like tomato juice. And so I was like, okay.
YouTube. feel like is the best thing I could do to let my truth, my side of what I see out. Because I do it around my friends, the people that I went high school with. They'll tone me out, they'll say I'm wrong, blah, blah, blah. But no, I'm not wrong or right. It's just reality, right? Reality is there's two genders. Two. Not 47 and counting, or 72 and counting. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, anybody with a higher than a grade 2 education knows that these pronouns are called pronouns for words, not people. There are only male, female, right? That's all I see is male and female. Then you got this other side. Here's male and female over here on the right. My camera's inversed, but here's this on this side. And then on the left, which for some reason my camera's pointing to the right, but it's mirrored. You know? It just... like, where's the sense? Where's the logic? All these studies in science or whatever the fuck about that kind of weird shit doesn't exist. Trump drops the facts, reality of it. Simple.
Okay, how are y'all gonna like use someone's culture and then like appropriate it?
A Wokey expresses disappointment with America's diverse culinary scene. Apparently, a melting pot menu isn't to everyone's taste.
What makes you guys so excited about Pride Month?
Well, obviously, queerness, gayness, and being fabulous in general, and celebrating everybody's diversity is...
What? I haven't heard a gay joke like that. Fuck, what was the show called? Oh, I want to say South Park. So like these jokers probably watched South Park and thought, hey, I'm this. Meanwhile, OGs that grew up with South Park, they don't change their views on a fucking dumb show because this is where I'm seeing it from. Fabulous. Queerness, gayness. Don't you remember the episode of South Park? The episode called South Park is Gay? Where they did a whole fucking script and a bunch of gay versions. And then Kyle was the only one, and the crab people and all that. My real OGs know that. But do you see yourselves having weird, funky colors in your hair, like green and blue, and literally just those colors? It's okay to have one color, right? You know, you got this color. Alright. That's alright. But when you're doing this and then like 90% of your hair is fake, what are you doing? Like, are you making yourself look good? Or are you making yourself look like a splotchy rainbow? At that point, you're making yourself look like a splotchy rainbow. Like, when you do it with your natural hair, cool. When you put all these extenders and all this other crap in your hair, what are you doing? Like, that's just reality. What are you doing? You're putting all this extra extensions in your hair. Oh, I want to look fabulous. See, all this hair is natural, and I never touched my hair, right? Other than terms of washing it, obviously, with the right fucking head, yet you wash your hair, right? I'm growing my shit out, and I've been doing so for a long time. But y'all gotta remember, if you've seen those old 70s and 80s bands, they had hair down to their ass cheeks. Or at least to like the middle of their back, right? Aerosmith, Whitesnake, Foreigner, Def Leppard, all these singers and bands from those days had long fucking hair. And I'm just doing a simple thing of bringing it back. Like I said, straight men can have long hair. Nothing wrong with it. That's the thing.
Very important in New York City. Very important to a lot of people who live here. And this month means a big fucking deal to us.
And when did you realize that you were gay or queer?
I'm straight.
Dressed for Pride, a straight participant sparks debate on celebrate.
My head hurts. You dress like that, but you're straight. Because I'm a nerd, right? Obviously, I'm a proud nerd. I thank all the females in high school for calling me a nerd. I really do. You're right, I am. But I kind of look back and think, you know, you're a bitch for pointing out the obvious, because I already knew my whole life I was a nerd. So thank you. Right here. You real one.
Versus appropriation. Intentions matter.
I gotta ask, it's the middle of the day on Wednesday. Do you have a job?
I do. Wednesdays, I have some flexibility, and during the day, I'm able to go do stuff. I have stuff I gotta get do.
We leave our jobs because
tomorrow.
Blood is not more precious than the resident children. That no.
Sponsored by Logitech. Fucking right.
Salary, no slave wage is enough to stop me from actually fucking raising my goddamn voice.
Do you have a job?
Yeah, I have two.
I agree, and they ask the same
Also,
question
this
even
camera's
when it's a
lodgy.
Sunday.
Are you?
Well, no, just because today's Wednesday, I'm just curious what people do.
And you do think that we don't work weekends? I'm sorry.
Why are you yelling?
Oh, because
This
you are
is
asking loaded questions
really
to us.
hot.
You're trying to paint us a picture that we're like unworking Americans. We
There's a lot of
don't
things
do
running on my
shit
computer.
apparently. We are
Not
somehow
supposed to
villainized. This
Goes
happened
any
to
higher.
Occupy Wall Street.
It
Every
might.
fucking time we try to
So I
do
only got four
something.
things
I didn't say any of that, though.
Late.
You said
I said, do you have a job? Maybe you're projecting something. I don't know.
A job-related
Yeah, that's
question
it.
sends
Oh,
a
well.
pro-Palestine
If I had
protester
12
into a
things up,
frenzy.
it would burn
Personal
my
queries can hit hard.
Do you think that trying to get your political opponents sent to prison is fascist?
See, now I know that Trump isn't a Nazi. This is unnecessary. This makes you a Nazi, lady. You are a Nazi. Just for making this.
I'm not trying to get my political opponent sent to prison. He's committed crimes,
I was a teenager. I was stupid.
and he needs
I know
to
it was wrong.
be tried for those crimes. And if he's guilty,
in high school,
then he should
and I
be
did.
punished accordingly.
What crimes did he
I wrote
commit?
a fucking journal. I
Well,
know
there's something like 90 or
I never
so
understood.
indictments. We'll find out what
But
crimes he actually
after high
committed
school,
once the impartial juries
realized
decide whether or not he's guilty or not. And if
Sounds like you've already made your mind up.
Been over 13
Oh,
years.
my mind's made up, but I'm not on the jury.
So before the trial has been a verdict
He's
from
not
the
a
trial, you think
And
that
I'm
Trump?
not part of the
Even just
judicial
regular
system.
German people that
So
weren't
he's
with
not
before.
innocent until proven
And
guilty.
him
In my mind, he's
good
guilty.
German people. I
Logical
speak a little
reasoning
German.
and a trick question catch a Wookiee off guard, unraveling their
And I'm
argument.
still learning
Why can't
German.
I identify as a black lesbian?
That's the funny thing
Well,
about
firstly,
it.
I mean, it was.
Well, I'm serious. I'm serious. If I can identify as anything without any need to prove I'm actually what that is, why can't I, on International Women's Day, say I'm Piers Morgan, I'm a black lesbian?
I think taking it to a kind of absurd status
Wait.
where
I like Piers
prove
Morgan.
I'm
He's
actually.
funny.
Well, I'm serious. I identify as a black lesbian.
I love his humor. He even got this beautiful woman to.
well, firstly, I mean, it was.
Well, I'm serious. I'm serious. If I can identify as anything without any need to prove I'm actually what that is, why can't I, on International Women's Day, say I'm Piers Morgan, I'm a black lesbian?
I think taking it to a kind of absurd status,
I think
we're
that's
talking about quite a
with
strong
respect, I think that
physical
you'd already opened the absurdity door by saying it is limitless. You can do what you like. Anyone can say, I'm a woman. So I simply ask you, why?
Piers Morgan throws a curveball, questioning a trans activist's identity logic with a humorous twist. Identity defined or defied.
And liberty to say whatever the I want.
Oh, you say that in front of children?
We have that right too. Not your body, not your choice.
No uterus, no opinion.
I know. It's not my body, so it's not my choice. Just like these these male legislatures, old conservative men who are writing these bills to control women's bodies. It's not their body. It's not their choice.
This guy's like probably 28, 32 years old. Dude, you're like probably around my age. You're pathetic. Fuck off. You don't need to say not my body, not my choice. You got a dick and balls. I got a dick and balls. We have no say because we don't got a cooch.
Uterus, no opinion. No uterus, no opinion. No uterus, no. Stop talking.
No uterus, no opinion. No uterus,
Fact-based
no
questioning
opinion.
by a reporter challenges pro-abortion arguments. Facts lead, opinions follow.
Did you really think that I didn't know who Brett Kavanaugh was?
I really didn't. Honestly, at this point, like, I'm unsure what you actually know.
Right. Yeah. You've explained nothing. You've presented no evidence or data. The only time you've addressed evidence or data is saying that it's bullshit. Use your words and it doesn't matter. The amount of rapes matter. The conviction rates matter. What we do with rapists matters. And when you come out and you say we live in a rape culture and you compare Dr. Christine Ford's allegations, let's say we have no idea whether they're true or not. Zero evidence whatsoever from 35 years ago. You can't run an investigation whether who, what, when, where, or why. We have none of it. To then use that as a springboard to say that we live in a rape culture, I think is intellectually disingenuous, and I think it does a great disservice to people who've actually been the victim of a horrible crime.
A speaker skillfully counters a wokie's claim about societal issues, using clear facts to broaden the conversation. Perspective matters.
Want to catch wokie moments in 4K? Watch till the end. Subscribe, like the video, and comment wokies for a chance to win a brand new iPhone 16 or a cash prize. Also, don't forget to check out the next video.
Dragon
Ball Super card game.
And my Samsung S20. I got the best of both worlds.
Video on the end screen for more chances to win.
Do you guys think that women should be able to protect themselves from rapists? Of course I do. Guns aren't necessary. No. Why? If my rapist has a gun, shouldn't I have a gun?
Your rapist shouldn't have a gun. Guns are starting to be necessary at this point.
I shouldn't be able to defend myself. Go ahead and defend yourself.
Yeah, with no gun.
What can I use? What can I use against a rapist or someone that wants to come and break into my home and murder me? What am I supposed to get?
A knife.
A knife. If they have a gun, because criminals don't follow laws, I'm just supposed to have a knife to protect me against a bullet?
Okay, well, if there was no guns, your rapist wouldn't have a gun.
That's not how it works. Drugs are illegal.
Okay, and people still do drugs, so why? Like,
that's a good point. You just literally dissolved your own argument.
No, sis.
A wokie accidentally proves a reporter's point during a debate. Sometimes you just need to listen to yourself.
So you would agree that telling a boy that he's a girl is a lie?
No, but if that boy says that they're a girl, then I'm going to believe that child. The way that you and I see gender perception is totally different because I understand
Gender's not real.
Absolutely, gender's not fucking real, dude. So if somebody says that they believe that they
sex is real, though.
What?
Sex is real.
Sex is also a subjective perspective on how.
There's two genders. There's two sexes. Male, female.
No, it's not. So you don't believe in biology either?
I do believe in biology. I understand X and X. I understand. I've taken biology classes. I
So you should know.
How it works. When you look at different species of this planet, right? They come in all sorts of different sexual forms.
Yeah, you know, different species. You know, on Earth they're called animals. You're an animal. I'm an animal. A squirrel's an animal. A dog's an animal. Yeah, I said it wrong. Animal, like I can't even talk now because I'm so broken. Like, this is so fucked up. Come on, I'll show you another type of animal. bees are animals too. Like, what the hell? This is an animal too. A centipede. Like, says it all, man. Doesn't matter if you have 2 legs, 4, 6, 8, 10, as an octopus, fins, fish, fucking a blowhole like whales and dolphins. We're all animals, because we're on fucking Earth, dumb shit.
Right? Whether it's they're able to reproduce themselves, whether
That's not possible.
Yes,
Where?
it is.
Where?
Frogs do that. They can change sexes.
Okay, I'm talking about humans.
Okay, well, when it comes to humans, sex is still a weird thing because you can have people with XX, right, as opposed to XY, and still be perceived as masculine, right?
A reporter's logical arguments leave a Wokey speechless. Clear thinking shines through the confusion.
You were literally talking about how, we didn't do
I would
anything.
just
Get out of
call
here.
it
That's
male,
literally what you just said. I'm dumbing it down, obviously.
Well, okay, but did your parents come here illegally?
Yeah.
Okay, they're criminals, and they should go back to the country of origin.
But they contribute to society.
I don't.
They pick up.
I'm
they
sure
work
a lot
every
of
day.
criminals. Okay, they might
They
rob a
work,
store and pay their
they
taxes.
get your food.
Okay, but
They fast food.
let me ask you a
They
question.
drive your kids to school.
When they came,
Is that not contributing?
what's their country of origin?
My mom's from Mexico. My dad's from Syria.
From Syria.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
got it.
don't talk about
did,
that.
Did he come here illegally too?
Not him. Just my mom.
Okay,
I
got
only
it.
live with my mom.
So that's fair. So when she came here, did she know she was breaking the law?
She was like, I think 17. So yeah.
Did she know?
She probably know.
Okay. Therefore, you should go back to your country of origin. If you knew that you were invading somebody's home, I don't have sympathy for you. You're an invader. You broke into our country.
But
I don't care if you're contributing. I don't care if you're this wonderful dreamer in this great story. Either you have the law or you don't. And if your position is to repeal that law, then make that.
Hey, Canada. Thank you for coming over. I just want to let you all know that now that my movie's done and in theaters July 20.
That case. If you think it should be illegal to be able to waltz into somebody's country, then fine. There should be no exceptions to the administration of border law. You know who agrees? Mexico.
Charlie Kirk tackles illegal immigration myths with.
Yo, massive shout out to Charlie Kirk. Fucking legend. Man's not afraid to speak the truth about literally anything.
Undeniable facts. No room for error when facts take the floor.
Do you know how many people were at March for Life? There was well over 100,000. There's probably not even 5,000 people here.
Going on simultaneously, though? What,
Yeah,
was
it's
the
the
one
whole-
March for Life and watch?
Nah, it's the whole march is so over.
Why are you so angry? It's
Why are you
crazy.
so angry?
It's really crazy to me how pro-choicers are so angry and anti-God.
I don't care.
You guys
know
are
what? You have no goddamn business in my life.
you guys are really angry and anti-God. So
Man, you don't understand shit.
I'm a man, but you're a man in the march.
Yeah, because I support.
Because you're a hypocrite. So it's only your opinion. It's only your opinion that matters.
Oh my God.
It's only him.
It's only my
Don't touch my mind. Don't touch my mind.
A pro-abortion woman started
Wait.
abusing a report-
This stupid channel doesn't know how to type subtitles. Mind, mom. He said Mike, as in Mike, as in a mic. Are you serious? A mic, not mom, not mind. Who does these subtitles? Is it some fucking idiot that uses EI? You know what? That's actually the answer. Because, you know AI, humans have 5 fucking fingers, right? Well, 4 fingers and a thumb. Correct. Oh, no. There's like another one right here. There's one poking out like this, poking down. You know, you got like a thumb poking up like this, and it's like, it's like, what? You know, you ask for fucking, oh, I want to have all these cartoon characters right here. Oh no, they're gonna duplicate them. They're gonna make them look like shit. They're gonna fucking do this. They're gonna do fucking that. And it's gonna be shameful to most of those creators that actually created the show to begin with. Anyway, back to the fucking thing.
When called out for hypocrisy.
I think within certain parameters it can be.
Cover yourself, please.
It definitely like opens, you know, they see more, but as long as the Pride Parade is not like nudity.
No.
When asked if Pride parades are good for children, she said yes with conditions like no nudity, despite her own revealing attire.
That makes no sense. Like, you have this fucking heart things around your freaking chest. Like, come on. Put a shirt on. Put a bra on. Actually be a human being. Not a fucking delusional
Would you be
idiot.
against the idea of illegal immigrants voting?
Gee, I wonder. Look at you, sir.
No? They're here. I mean, they got a job. They're important.
If you live here, you have a right to vote.
Illegal immigrants can't vote?
Yeah, I think they should be citizens.
Sure. See what these old heads are like.
Would you have a problem if they were allowed?
They're important.
If you live here, you have a right to vote.
Illegal immigrants can't vote?
Yeah, I think they should be citizens. Sure.
To vote, yeah.
Would you have a problem if they were allowed to vote?
No, never. Everyone should have freedom of speech.
So you don't think that they're bringing them into as voters, but you wouldn't have a problem with illegal immigrants voting, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Democrats don't mind illegal voting, but deny that the Biden administration is bringing in illegals to vote. For more wokey videos, click on the screen right now.
Because the Biden administration is nothing but hair-sniffing shit. So, yeah.
Manscaped's 20% off summer sale is here. That means you can finally snag the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, plus 2 free gifts.
The Lawnmower 5.0 features dual skin-safe blade head.
Manscaped is not just for your balls.
Joe Biden.
They've got you covered from below the waist.
For a reality...
Did you see that? A fucking female is presenting a male razor for their nutsacks. Really? Like, stop sexualizing that. It's 2024. It should be the opposite, not the other way around. That's just my opinion. That's my real, truthful opinion on all of this junk.
Check. Dive into fiery debates where controversial woke warriors clash with hard truths on everything from identity politics to public safety. Don't forget to like and subscribe, or brace yourself for a decade of bad luck.
Marching against culture,
So damn
not
open.
against.
What is bitch? She's got
I
no
do
fucking
think it is a culture
bra.
because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be okay for groups of guys to
And then my fucking friends were freaking out the last time I was hanging out with all of them, a couple weeks ago. They're all freaking out. There's a fucking woman with tits hanging out. Who cares? For one thing, put a shirt on. For two, I really didn't need to hear the fact that, oh, there's this outside in the street with tits out. I don't fucking care. The common sense way should be put on a bra, put on a shirt, be normal. That is not normal.
call it women or
There's
groups of guys
like,
to,
if you're doing that
I
in
don't know,
a
I'm tired
certain...
of gestured at and leered at and done this
Yeah,
to,
there's no
you know,
children.
it's, if it wasn't a culture, why
get it,
is it
but
ingrained that it's
in the
okay for
middle
men
of
to
a
do
city,
that? Okay, so I've heard
neighborhood,
that argument
suburban,
before
whatever.
that catcalling is a symptom of
fucking
culture,
sad.
right? But wouldn't you say that it's trivializing
Fucking
to
sad.
compare catcalling to rape? I don't think it's trivializing because I think one thing leads to another. Sorry? I think one thing leads to another, so I don't think it's trivializing at all.
So in a culture where women are stoned to death for being, you're saying you're being catcalled is the same as that?
No, not at all. It's not the same, but why negate anything that happens that's against women? What's the point? It's one thing, it's one catcall, it's a stoning. It's the same thing, it's against women. So why?
Not the same thing though. Being catcalled and being stoned are very different things. Being stoned for being is what
Feminists are dumb
happens in a
too.
real culture.
Okay, so in your opinion, what's the cure to our westernized kind of idea that it's okay to catcall at women and that sort of thing? What is the solution in your opinion?
What is the solution to catcalling? Certainly
There's
not
even
walking
sheep
around
in
in
the
my
cars
underwear.
honking their
At a
horns at
slut
them
walk,
like,
a
"Ooh,
reporter
there's
uses
tits
pure
out,
logic to challenge a
ooh."
feminists' claims. Are these protests really advancing women's rights, or just stirring the pot?
Costs taxpayers money, and a lot of money. There's no doubt about
Straight
that.
up.
I get it. Like, if you're thinking about, like, criminals coming into the U.S., then yes, they should be deported.
Yeah. How would you know if criminals are coming to the U.S. if you're just allowing people to enter illegally, unvetted?
I mean, is he allowing them to come in illegally, or are they just making their way in?
Yeah, there was a illegal immigrant that killed a mother of 5. He was wanted, and I believe was it El Salvador, and he was wanted for murder there as well as a robbery here in Los Angeles. There's a lot of these situations that are happening, and when you show up at the southern border, they're not doing DNA checks, they're not doing any of that stuff. You actually just go to a border patrol agent, you get in the country.
Be able to find all this information out though, because people are coming. Because when you watch the news,
when they kill somebody,
it's
get
not
caught.
just people that are immigrating from South America.
Nope.
You have other people that are coming from different parts of the world, making their way through South America.
Yep, you're exactly right about that.
I don't know. That's kind of tough.
Debating on illegal immigration, bring your facts, because this reporter certainly did. And it wasn't pretty for the unprepared Wokey.
But the reality of the situation is abomination. What people do in the privacy of their own bedrooms is their own damn business.
And what do you think,
This leads into what I was saying. Yes, it's not anyone's business what other people do in the bedroom or anywhere in the house. Right? Correct. But if you're gonna, like I said earlier, if you're gonna strut down the street with all of these revealing weird shit on you, you're gonna look like a fool. Do what you want to do away from the cameras, away from the internet. That's why there's so many videos like this, reaction videos, reaction channels, etc. We're sick of it. You know? I'm tired of it. I gotta break down my own opinions on what I see. Based on what I see is fucked. Right?
Is something that Ben Shapiro said.
Honestly, I know I hear Donald Trump preaching, and
I think Ben Shapiro's against Donald Trump, right?
Advancing understanding.
He was the #1 target of the alt-right for the entire campaign.
Am I wrong?
I don't think he's pro Donald Trump. No.
I'm not pro Donald Trump either.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Calling Ben Shapiro a supremacist backfires spectacularly when a Wokey learns he doesn't back Trump. Awkward.
For you to come out here and just like think you could just wear this with like no meaning is like.
Can you explain like why specifically it's offensive?
See, this is to prove a point, right? Recently I seen a video of this man. He was a white man, and he went to other white folks, and he had on those traditional Chinese gowns, right? They're like very flourishing, they have like plants and all types of colors, right? And he has on the hat too, that big hat that goes around like this. I don't know what they're actually called, but it's that big hat that some Chinese folks wear when they're in fields and that, correct? And this white man goes out to other white folks and says, "Do you like my outfit?" And every one of them said no. It's racist, right? But then he went into Chinatown, his local Chinatown. Sweetest souls ever. They said, "I like it. It looks good. It looks good. It looks good." That says a lot, right? That people overreact about being racist. It says a lot now. This is another example. Let's get into it.
It's a caricature. Like, you guys are like literally playing and like you're dressed up as a pilgrim. You know, there's no offense, but there was like no black people as pilgrims. Like, they were wrecking
There actually
your
was.
shit.
I looked it up.
Black pilgrims.
Okay, but what about the natives then? Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Thanksgiving is celebrating peace. It's them coming together and having a dinner together.
the first Thanksgiving feast was to celebrate the slaughter of Native Americans. It actually wasn't, like, the first feast wasn't really honoring any.
But nobody celebrates it like that now.
Wokies lose their cool over cultural attire, but isn't imitation the sincerest form of flattery? Guess not for everyone.
You can change your gender. Can you change your race?
No,
Why?
because that's just how you're born.
Isn't your gender how you're also just born?
Yeah, I see where you're
Your
getting
gender
with,
is how
but
you're born.
right now
you
we
can't
do
change
have
that, just like you
surgeries
can't change
available
your freaking race.
to
You change your race
change
whether you
gender.
look
We don't
upon
have that
it.
for race yet. So maybe in the future that could be something.
No, you can't
Look at
change
Justin
your race.
Trudeau.
I feel like one
He
is
had
actually a
blackface.
stagnant
Now we
part
have
of
that piece
identity,
of shit
and the
racist
other one like
motherfucker,
is serious,
minstrel
but
party guy
it's in a different
as our
form.
prime
It's not
minister
the
still,
same
and he's doing fuck all
concept.
for our
Race
country.
is your roots, where you were born
Not
with
like the
from,
next one's
you
gonna
know,
be any
ages
better
ago.
either.
So I think
Isn't your gender what you're born with too?
that's true, but I think it's a different, like,
Wokies on changing gender, but not race. Pick a lane,
makes
folks.
sense. Pick a
Consistency
lane.
is key.
Sure. All right, so why are you here? Why does this mean so much to you?
Because I believe in everyone's right to choose their own.
Even, how about the child?
If the child can't survive on its own outside of the womb, then the health of the mother takes precedent, because if the mother doesn't survive, then neither does the fetus.
So I found it interesting. You said if it can't survive. So what if I were in a coma? Would you just say kill me?
No, actually, I'm an ICU nurse, and I can talk a lot about how I could keep you alive in a coma.
Okay, but you're alive in the womb as well. So what's the difference?
The difference is if you were taken out of the womb before 23 weeks of gestation, you cannot survive.
Okay, but you also can't survive if you're in a coma. If you're on life support, you need life support to stay alive.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, so when logic meets pro-choice arguments, it's not just a debate, it's a lesson in critical thinking.
I don't want anyone to feel Why not? Why don't you want women to commit an abortion?
Every person's situation is different. You're saying that it's rare. You think all these different situations are very rare and extraordinary. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
97% of abortions happen for elective reasons, not because of medical reasons, not because of deformities. That's about like 1% of the abortions done in the entire country, and that statistics come from the Guttmacher Institute, which is the research arm of Planned Parenthood.
Facts and figures do the talking as a pro-choice argument is dismantled. Numbers don't lie.
So you mentioned Ron DeSantis' hate and bigotry. Can you give me examples of those things that he's displayed?
Don't say gay in school. The ban on different books is ridiculous. Like, I feel that if a parent doesn't want their child to read certain books, they can tell the librarian, don't let my child check out this book.
Right.
But don't squash the, First Amendment right of speech.
So
School.
do you think something like this is appropriate to be in a kid's school? Pictures of penises and instructions on how to masturbate?
No, not in school particularly.
Okay. So these are the types of books that Ron DeSantis is trying to ban.
Okay, I see where you're going. So you're really a Ron DeSantis. We're done.
It's just...
You're spinning it. You're coming like you're against Ron DeSantis, and now...
I just let you have...
She thought banning books was a good idea until she actually saw the books.
Killer of children in the United States is gun.
Abortion.
Gun violence.
Abortion.
Gun violence.
Abortion.
Abortion is illegal in Tennessee. The number one killer.
You said the United States. You didn't say Tennessee.
Children in Tennessee.
Okay, so you're switching your words now, though. You're switching your words now.
The number one killer of children in the United States and in Tennessee is gun violence.
If it's the United States, then it's not gun violence. It's abortion.
It is. It is.
Would you disavow abortion?
You're switching topics
Well,
here.
if you're talking about protecting kids, then I could flip it on you and say your idolatry is abortion. So could you disavow abortion?
I'll never have an abortion.
Yeah, of course, but could you disavow it? Could you tell? Could you? No, you're not. You're backing your own self into a corner.
It's idolatry, which is the worship of weapons, the worship of false idols.
Can you disavow abortion?
A clash at an NRA protest. Framing abortion as child fatality leaves a protester speechless, and the crowd stirred.
Go fix the homeless problem. Go fix...
homies like.
Right on, sister. I'm proud.
Kind of my thoughts too, but like, just yeah, right on, sister. You're an African. You're a. Oh, my head hurts.
Mental health, go fix domestic abuse, when the police are not equipped to do that. And so rather, people like us who are trained to do those things.
So you want to go address a domestic abuse call, is that correct?
Not me personally.
You want someone that's unarmed to go do that?
No, but that's what ends up happening.
Domestic disputes are some of the most unpredictable and actually dangerous calls that a police officer encounters throughout his day.
I've been through a lot of them. I've been through a lot of them.
So we're not just going to send social workers into situations that are potentially deadly.
But you need social workers there.
I don't.
Debunking defund the police arguments with hard data, because who can argue with facts?
Immigrants, they're the backbone of the United States. They do all the work that people don't want to do.
Everybody
but in that same argument, I mean, if we had no illegal immigrants, the people that immigrated here illegally, their wages would go up.
No. More statistically, right now, more people are leaving than coming here because they're realizing that this place is turning into a shithole.
What's better than in America?
There are other first world countries.
That's why I'm wondering. If it's becoming a shithole, why not leave?
All right, yeah. This is our home.
Yeah, you're gaslighting, so get away.
Gaslighting.
You're gaslighting.
You're trying to make a compilation to make all of us look stupid and shit.
No, it's easy to make you look stupid already, dude.
When Antifa gets schooled on illegal immigration realities and walks away, it's clear that some lessons are too tough to accept.
Do you think that men and women are not equal currently in America?
Well, for sure not for pay and not in everyone's minds.
Well, how are they not paid equally? Because it's against the law to not pay people the same amount.
Well, not necessarily. There's like, I don't know, for a lot of teachers, there's like, they'll be like, oh, this one person has like been here longer, and like, there's like not a lot of regulation in salary, I don't think.
Well, if you're more senior, yeah, you're going to get paid more. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know a lot about that part of, like, I'm not, like, I don't know a lot about that.
So how are women paid less than men?
I'm not sure, actually. I just saw that somewhere.
Equal pay gets a factual makeover when a feminist's claims are challenged. Looks like the math needs a double check.
How are black people oppressed?
Black people are oppressed because they are getting gunned down by police every day.
What?
They're getting targeted by police.
No,
you can look.
no, they're not.
You can look at the police statistics. Black people are targeted highly more. I've done like many research on this.
Amazing. So you know the numbers.
Yes.
You know the numbers.
Yes.
How many times more likely is a police officer to die by the hands of a black person than the other way around?
Are you talking about police on black on police crime, right?
How many times more likely is a police officer to die by the hands of a black person than the other way around?
Are you like talking about the statistic where like once police already have black people like...
A cop is 18 and a half times more likely to die at the hands of a black person that they're in an altercation with than the other way around. How is it then? Cops are out there targeting black communities, and if they are targeting black communities...
Confronting a BLM activist with cold, hard facts turns a heated debate into a moment of reflection.
Want to catch Wokey moments in 4K? Watch till the end, subscribe, like the video, and comment Wokies for a chance to win a brand new iPhone 16 or a cash prize. Also, don't forget to check out the next video on the end screen for more chances to win.
Do you think an on-site security with a gun, concealed carry, is not a bad thing?
I think our schools aren't prisons, so let's stop treating them like that.
Our banks aren't prisons, our airports aren't prisons, and we have security there.
Cool. Yeah, those aren't schools now, are they? Schools should be a safe zone.
Yeah, so shouldn't we protect our schools if they want to be a safe zone? There's kids there.
We absolutely should protect our schools through good policy, not arming people with guns in school.
But gun people who break the laws and have guns and want to do harm to people don't follow gun.
Sorry, I gotta nerd out for a minute. I think this is a 3rd gen Dodge Grand Caravan. Started 1996 to 99 versions. Yeah. 96 to 99.
If it says, hey, no guns in the school, they're not going to be like,
Questioning the wisdom of armed guards in schools sparks an ill-prepared argument. Sometimes, you've got to think before you speak.
Yeah. If you're considering that
A woman transitions
to being a man.
to having, like, to looking like a man. Does that make them a man?
I mean, yes, because they identify as a man now. I'm like not. I'm still learning about like all the terms and stuff.
So queer men can menstruate?
Any men who have a uterus can menstruate.
A man has an XY separate chromosomes. I'm sorry, I'm being so rude. I apologize. But you're incorrect. Because we're talking about anatomy, biology. Like if you were to have surgery, they need to know what sex you are. So women, that's why she ran off.
No, I said I was crossing at the next light.
This is very serious what's going on in America because they are indoctrinating students. They're indoctrinating students to go against their parents. And this is Marxism. This is socialism.
Candid discussion on biological reality sends a misinformed wokey running. Truth really can be stranger than fiction.
Talk to me.
She was spitting the facts. Now it's just a woman on the street going above her day.
It's about, I guess, the modern day version of what being a woman is.
I don't know. I'm only realized some more gender stuff about myself recently, like in the past few months or so, because before then I identified as a man most of my life, so I'm still trying to figure things out.
So what are your pronouns? Talk to us a little bit about your gender identity.
Pronouns, I guess right now I'm kind of vague about, because I'm not out to like literally like everyone in existence, just kind of certain social spheres. But I guess like any at this point.
Any gender? So like they, them, she, her, it, he, him.
Yeah.
Go with anything?
Yeah, go with anything.
Confusion reigns when someone can't define what a woman is. Perhaps a dictionary would help?
Do you think that trans women have any sort of advantage against biological women when it comes to sports?
No. People can train and become professionals in whatever sport that they want to do, and you have the same ability to do that. Some people grow muscle faster than others, and that has nothing to do with your genitals.
In general, do you think men and women have physical differences?
I think there are physical differences across the plane. We have differences. We're both women.
Denying a sports advantage for trans women in female sports? That's not just an opinion. It's ignoring science.
You're white, obviously. What can you do to change that? Saying it's not okay to be white, what can you do to change that?
Fund the United Negro College Fund, leave your inheritance to African American people, you know, like the beaches, give them back the property that was stolen from them, African Americans particularly, but yeah.
Are you yourself planning on giving your inheritance to African American people?
Proposing inheritance redistribution to address racial issues seems like a novel solution, but is throwing money at problems really the answer?
Walk into the women's restroom and you saw a woman with a penis there using a urinal. Would you be concerned, or would you accept it and be inclusive? What would you do?
It's none of my business.
It's none of your business that a man is in the women's restroom.
I'm a man, so this is gonna come from my point of view, alright, ladies and gentlemen? If a man went in the woman's washroom, let's say a young mom with their small kid was in there too. It is simple as this. You're a pervert. Nothing else to say. That's why there are men's washrooms and women's washrooms for a reason, right? Who cares about the whole "it's not my business" crap? That's irrelevant. If there's gonna be a grown man in the woman's washroom and flopping his wiener around, that's sick. Pedophilia. And then it's people like this that don't care. I'm sorry, but if I seen that, which I can't go in there, obviously, clearly. Dick and balls, I ain't gonna go in there. Right. Like, it's not hard. It's anatomy. If you're born a man, you're born a man. Go to the male's washroom and stay there until you croak. Right? Same goes for females. Females want to go into a men's washroom. Men don't want to fucking have a woman sitting on a urinal going like this. Drizzle, 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 drizzle in a fucking urinal. Like, are you serious? You know how stupid that sounds? Like, I know it probably doesn't happen. It might happen with people like that. If this shit continues, you know what I mean? Fools. I'm sorry I took the title, but I made it true on my personal channel too, because this is ridiculous.
If they're in the women's restroom, then they identify as a woman.
Bathroom debates take center stage as wokies push the envelope on gender identity, privacy, or policy.
How would you feel if a biological male identifying as a woman wanted to compete? Do you feel that it would be okay for a biological male to transition to a woman and compete against the swimmers here today?
No comment.
I would rather not talk anymore. I just don't want to.
Silence on trans women in sports? It's telling when advocates won't tackle tough questions head on. For more wokey videos, click on the...
Trans people in women's sports? No. Simple. Why? Because a trans person, male, female, whatever, can have an advantage. Because he could have big, broad-ass shoulders and all that, 6'4", 280 pounds, 220 pounds, whichever, right? You know, he could be a muscle. South Park made this joke too. This big, fully bearded man. What was his name? Oh yeah, he claimed to be a name Heather, right? That's the whole joke in that show. They joke. They're not trying to hurt anybody. But if they hurt somebody, South Park creators Matt and Trey, if they hurt somebody, that's their problem, not Maddie and Trey's. None of them. They're trying to get people to wake up in a humorous manner. But now some of us have to get serious and say, hello, time to wake up, go to school, get an education. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said,